Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Monday, June 10th, 2024, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App $, ORION-NWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got some Monday Night Baseball on the MLB action tip. Chicago White Sox versus the Seattle Mariners. First pitch is going to be here in a couple minutes, so I'm going to cue the music, take a look at the thumb, and then we will get into the starting lineups. Let's get it. And I appreciate you, Megan, getting us started off on a very good note. Thank you so much. All right, baby, let's try to go through this as quick as we can. And we'll start it off with the thumbnail. And on the left, we have Eloy Jimenez. And on the right, Julio Rodriguez. And let's start it off with the visiting Chicago White Sox. Leading off for the White Sox, playing left field, Corey Julks. Batting second, playing second base, Nicky Lopez. Batting third, playing center field, Luis Robert Jr. Batting cleanup, batting fourth, DHing for the White Sox, Gavin Sheed. Batting fifth, playing first base, Andrew Vaughn. Batting sixth, playing shortstop for Chicago, Paul DeJong. Batting seventh, playing third base, Lennon Sosa. Batting eighth, playing right field for the White Sox, Zach Deloach. And batting ninth, catching tonight for Chicago, Corey Lee. And on the mound for the White Sox, Eric Fetty. And Fetty has a 4-1 record with an ERA of 3.27. And let's get into the starting lineups for your Seattle Mariners. Leading off for the Mariners, playing shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Batting second, playing third base for Seattle, Hollywood, Josh Rojas. Batting third, center fielder, no-fly zone, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod, try dance up. Batting cleanup, batting fourth, big dumper, catcher, Cal Raleigh. Batting fifth, DHing tonight for the Mariners, Mitch Haniger. Batting sixth, playing left field for Seattle, Luke Raley. Batting seventh, a new addition to the Mariners, first baseman Tyler Locklear. Batting eighth, playing right field, Dominic Canzone. And batting ninth, playing second base for Seattle, Ryan Bliss. And on the mound for the Mariners, with a 3-4 record, an ERA of 3.12, Logan Gilbert. All right, baby, here we go. First pitch is on the way to Corey Julks. First pitch. Pitch is in the zone for a strike. And we are heading the count 0-1. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Megan, I appreciate you very, very much. And we need people like this to be able to support the channel. Thank you so much. Megan starting the dono train early and often, holding it down and getting our first goal and our second goal before the stream even started. Says, thanks for putting up with me when I've been in a bad mood due to your migraine. But, you know, we're always going to be a welcome addition for you, regardless if you donate or not. But when you end up coming big and you end up coming up like this, you know, it helps me and Paisley, take care of bills, make sure that, I can actually take care of Paisley, as well as taking care of all the responsibilities that I have. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you more than you know. Popped up. Locklear is there, one away. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little cactus jack, bang, bang, $200. All right, let's get to 3. We hit the first goal. We heard the second goal. Let's go for the third one. Let's get it, baby. Appreciate you. Sarah in the building. How are you? Daniel in the building. How are you? Let's get it, baby. It will. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And then hopefully between now and the 15th, hopefully we'll end up having some others that will step up as well, on the Venmo and the Cash App. I ended up getting 1 bill paid today, so that way I can continue streaming with the internet. And I still got 1 other bill coming up due within, I think, the 15th. So right now it's the 10th, so we still have a little bit of leeway between now and the 15th, but hopefully we'll be able to hit that 100, around that $100 number, 100, 110 on the Venmo or Cash App side between now and the 15th, which I think may be able to be very possible. I mean, all it takes is one person to support like yourself, and then we can hit the goal, and that will make it a little bit easier for me. So thank you so much, and yes, that will definitely help me out. 1-1 pitch to Nicky Lopez, fouls that one off. Behind in the count, 1-2. Let's go. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, let me know what you want to be able to do for photos. I'll be able to do it, periodically between the commercial breaks. So as we go through commercials, I'll get you photos in between each commercial. You just let me know what you want, and I got you. 1-2 pitch from Gilbert. Got him. There we go. 2 down. I like that. Corey Jokes, sit down. Nicky Lopez, bye-bye. Next up, center fielder, Luis Robert Jr. And Luis has been a name on the trade block for not only the Mariners, but for many, many teams that may be interested in adding a bat or a defensive player to their roster. Luis Robert Jr. up next. Let's go, baby. And I got to give Logan his flowers with the Mariner Moose. Let's go. All right, Logan, let's try to get 10 Ks today, baby. We even throw you with the throwback from college, Stetson. Let's go. Nice job, Logan. Pitch is outside, 2-0 count to Luis Robert Jr. And I apologize, it took me a little bit longer to get ready. I tried over and over and over with Luis Robert Jr. photos to convert them to a thumbnail. And I swear to God, I probably spent an hour trying to convert photos of him, of like 12 different photos, and I couldn't get it right. Popped up to Julio, 3 up and 3 down. And then eventually I just said, fuck it, I have to go to a different player, because obviously Luis Robert is like the best player on the White Sox for the most part. But again, once I go through a bajillion images, and if I can't have it look right, I have to move on. And what was happening is like I had almost the whole image, but like part of the batting helmet would be like off. It would be like distorted, or maybe part of his arm was missing. And I'm like, I can't put up a thumb that doesn't look clean. So eventually I had to pivot, just like Friends, I have to pivot, and I had to go a different direction. But I'm going to start a little bit early tomorrow, because the next 3 days after today, all the games are going to be on at 6:40 Pacific. So I'm going to maybe start an hour earlier, and I'll see what other, photos maybe possibly I can get out of Luis Robert Jr. So let's go. All right, no worries. And you can let me know what you want. And thank you so much for your generosity. I appreciate you. All right, baby, let's go. Next up, for the Mariners in the bottom of the first, shortstop J.P. Crawford. Let's go, J.P. Let's bring that electricity. And J.P., you've been very, very good as of late. We've been getting home runs off the first pitch right out of the gates from you. You've been hitting grand salamis. You've been very efficient since coming back from the injury, and that is a very good sign to see for Mariner fans. Let's go, JP. Batting second, third baseman, Hollywood, Josh Rojas. And batting third, center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. And hopefully he'll bring some electricity in the box here today and defensively as well. Let's go, Julio. Let's go, baby. Wow. 4-0 on the Royals, and we only got a chance to win 1 out of 3. But in fairness, Yankees are like the best team in baseball right now, right? Yankees, Dodgers, Phillies, those are the kind of the cream of the crop. And the Royals have a very good, significant record, but they're much better at home than they are on the road. Obviously, as you saw with Seattle, we should have won 2 out of 3, and we kind of gave away that first game. But, they're a very good team. You got to give all the credit to the Kansas City Royals. But one thing is for sure, the Mariners are one of the top 10 teams. And you know what's really crazy? There's only 10 teams out of 30 that have an above 500 record. That's wild. Last year, at the same point, I think we had 17. So it shows you how difficult it is this year in Major League Baseball, the 2024 season. It's a pitching league, not a hitting league. And you better have a good pitching staff. You better have a good bullpen. You better have good hitters. And if not, you better be able to get something going at home. J.P. Crawford back to the warning track, 1 away. But I thought that was pretty shocking, to see that there's only 10 teams that are above 500. It shows you how competitive it is in Major League Baseball, but at least the Mariners are one of the top 10 teams, as well as with the Royals and then obviously with the Yankees. Eric Fetty on the mound, bottom of the first, 1 away. Next up is Hollywood Josh Rojas. Let's go, baby. Go, Hollywood. We're going to need you, baby. Hollywood, swing. Chop that one foul behind the count, 0-1. Come on, Hollywood. 0-1 pitch. Pitch is high. 1-1 count. And I decided to kind of play around with some of the other options for streaming, because I know sometimes, with some of the streams, you'll be behind like 15 seconds, 30 seconds. So I'm experimenting with a different one here. And I think this one is going to be a little bit better as far as when I was comparing it to my living room TV on Root Sports and on my phone, like what the difference is. And this one's a little bit better. This one's about 5 to 10 seconds. So that's as close as to live that you're going to get. Based on being on a streaming service, converting it over to a .com. Popped up, 2 away. All right, come on, Hollywood. Next time, baby. Let's go. Next up for the Mariners, center fielder, no fly zone, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Trident's up. Let's go, baby. Hits right down the middle from Fetty, 0-1 count, 269 average, 5 home runs, and 25 ribbies for Julio. Let's go. Odin, my boy, in the building. How are you? Big swing and a miss behind in the count, 0-2. And shout out to all the people that hung out with me last night for NXT Battleground Las Vegas. Yes, I know it's not a major WWE pay-per-view. It's on the NXT brand, but it was a solid 7.58 pay-per-view. Again, if there was a couple other different endings, to the matches, it might have been slightly higher, maybe like an 8.5. But overall, pretty good, for an NXT pay-per-view. Takeovers, usually deliver as well as those. So thank you for coming through for the Battleground. Appreciate y'all. 1-1 Oilers and Panthers in game number 2. Sarah, you got a prediction in that one? And that one is in Florida at home, right? First 2 games are at home for Florida, so I would assume Florida will win at home, just like the Boston Celtics did with their first 2 games at home as well. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Let's get to 20 likes. Once we hit that, let's try to go for 30. And then once we hit 30, we'll see if we can get to 40, depending on how close the game is. Julio popped up. Should be a routine play here for the White Sox. 3 up and 3 down. J.P. Crawford, Hollywood Josh Rojas, Julio Rodriguez, nothing. And let's go to the top of the second inning. I'm going to have to watch Raw after, obviously, I'm done streaming. I'll have it on my DVR, and I'll have to watch that in the living room. But you can let me know what's going on with that. And, keep me posted on the matches and what's going on. Let's go. That sounds fire. Yeah, it sounds fire. I mean, obviously, Braun is, a heavyweight. And Dragunov is a little undersized compared to what Braun's physique is. But we know Dragunov can hang with pretty much anybody. So let's go. And hopefully we can get to 10 likes within the first hour. We're 15 minutes in, and I haven't checked yet, but we'll keep tabs on it. But if you haven't liked the button, smash the like button just yet, please do. We only have 4 people that have done it. We got 15 people watching on the Twitter/X side, 16, and then we got another 15 or 16 watching, obviously, on the Twitter/X side. So out of the other 10 people that are watching, do your boy a solid and smash the like button so that way we can get to 10 and then we can get to 20. Every time that we can hit 20 likes or more, it really does help the algorithm. And then when you start hitting 30 and 40, 50, it really takes it to the next category, because then it'll be more in the recommendations for strangers that are just kind of surfing the web for baseball games. And then anytime that we can get a new person to be a part of the NWSF family, it ends up being an honor, and we want to make sure we're getting more sports fans and wrestling fans to this channel. We're getting closer and closer to that 4 million view mark overall. We'll probably hit it before the year ends, so I'm very excited about that. And we are getting closer to hitting that 20,300 number. We only have 58 subs to go on that end as well. So like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X as well as YouTube. And, we got some amazing fans here. Megan starting it off with a big $200 dono, hitting our first goal, hitting our second goal before the stream even started. So we're definitely going to try to get to 3 today. Let's go. Top of the second, Logan Gilbert, first pitch to Gavin Sheets. Outside, 1-0 count. Let's go, baby. 246 average, 7 homers, and 28 ribbies for Gavin in 2024. 1-0 pitch. Pitch is outside, but called strike. 1-1 count. Let's go, Logan. We're going to need a big day out of you. And almost our entire pitching staff right now is one game under 500 or at 500, 4 and 5, 5 and 5, something of that nature. Besides Brian Wu, we've won all 6 of his starts. He's got a 3-0 record, ERA of 1. So it's very exciting that we're going to, I think, see him tomorrow, which I'm very excited about. But as far as Luis Castillo, Bryce Miller, George Kirby, and Logan Gilbert, we need to be able to get some hitting behind these guys, so that way these guys can get a couple additional wins so they can be a couple games above 500. Even if you're 6 and 4, that's a hell of a lot better than 4 and 6 or 5 and 5. There we go, Logan. Punch out on Gavin Sheets. Sit down. There we go. Nice job, Logan. Yes, sir. And we know the White Sox are one of the worst teams in Major League Baseball, but I'm not going to get greedy and say that we're going to sweep them. I'm going to be conservative, and I'm going to say we're going to win 3 out of 4. We're a first-place team. They're a last-place team. So, again, I don't think that's being too greedy here. They're 5th in the AL Central with a 17-49 record. We're 37-30, and we're still 1st in the AL West, because even though we've been dropping a few games, the Rangers in 2nd place have been dropping games at the same damn time. So if we lose and they lose, we still stay in 1st place, and nothing really is hurting us on that end. So 0-1 pitch to Vaughn. Chopper. Damn it. There's a nice base hit. First base hit for the White Sox. Andrew Vaughn. Nice little single there. Next up, shortstop Paul DeJong. Trying to look at the pitcher numbers here real quick. Logan Gilbert, 1.1 inning pitch, 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks, 2 Ks. 1 inning pitch by Fetty, 0 hits, 0 earned runs, 0 walks, 0 Ks. Pitch is high, 1-0 count for Paul DeJong. Wow, Yankees are and Aaron Judge has the day off. Wow. So Soto comes in because Judge has played like 62 games in a row, and they finally gave him a breather, and they're up 4-0 in Kansas City. That's impressive. But it also depends on who's pitching. Who's pitching for KC today? I'll have to take a look at the commercial break and whatnot, but that is an interesting score. But we know KC can rally. I mean, if you guys watch the Mariners and the Royals, we were up 7-0 in the first inning, and they came back and beat us 10-9. So tried to go for a double play there. Safe at first. Ryan Bliss, I see you, 2 away. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. Well, it's going to be hard for me to focus on Raw and calling the game, but I will click on it here, maybe in between the commercials so I can take a peek. But it is on the DVR in the living room after. But yeah, thank you so much. And again, I have another secondary link that also does WWE that I found out. So I'm trying to experiment with some of these other links. So that way I want to see which ones that aren't going to buffer, that aren't going to have pop-ups, and they're going to be as close to live as possible. Some are going to be 15 to 30 seconds behind, but some of the good ones are only 5 seconds. So it's like literally they're only like maybe 1 pitch behind. So as soon as the pitch is thrown, and then, you wait a couple seconds and then it comes up, so, as close as live as I can get. But even when you end up getting it through like your cable provider, and let's say you're watching it through Comcast through the computer, it still is going to have a slight delay, like 5 to 10 seconds, like a streaming link. So unless you're actually watching it through satellite or cable, that's really going to be the main way that you're going to get it, maybe quote unquote live, but everyone is watching it a different way. So, it is what it is. 5 seconds off is not going to hurt anybody's feelings. Top of the second, 0-0. Runner at first, 2 away. Logan Gilbert on the mound. And then Sosa in the box. But I appreciate you sending me links and whatnot. Anything that you can send me, sport or wrestling related is greatly appreciated. In the box is third baseman Lennon Sosa. But I do feel a little bit flustered, just because it took me so long to get the thumbnail going. And I don't know what it is about Luis Robert Jr. photos, but they are a bitch. I don't think I've had that much problems. Throw to first. Ow! Safe, because he took his foot off the bag. Ryan Bliss is playing like Derek Jeter. I mean, the guy is super athletic for being this little shortstop. And he wasn't able to get that ball in a position for Locklear to keep his foot on the bag. But it's very cool to see like new players come up into the Mariner organization or any organization, and guys get hurt. Other guys step up from the minors. And I really like Tyler Locklear and Ryan Bliss. And I want, Ty France to get healthy with that heel fracture. But it's kind of nice that since Ty France and Jorge Polanco got hurt, that you're getting a chance to see Ryan Bliss and Tyler Locklear maybe about a year before we were supposed to. And as long as they're producing, it's all good. Rojas, throw to first, got him. And Rojas is known as one of the top 10 third basemen already. Let's go. All right, let's go to the bottom of the second inning. But I always usually give myself a lot of time before the game starts. I usually start prepping about, an hour and a half before, making the thumbnail, getting all the tag words, making sure the photos, everything, all the stats, everything is there, but I don't know why Luis Robert Jr.'s photos are such a pain in the ass, but I haven't had that much of a problem. And I went through like 12 or 13 images. I went with white jersey, black jersey, gray jersey, different poses, him playing defense, him batting, and just couldn't come up with one. But maybe tomorrow will be better, and I'll make sure I start a little bit earlier. So if the game is going to start at 6:40 and I start the stream at 6:30, maybe I'll have to get here in the studio like at 4:30 instead of 5. Give myself an extra half hour. All right, let's go here. Next up in the bottom of the second inning, big dumper catcher Cal Raleigh. Batting second, DHing for Seattle, Mitch Haniger. And batting third, left fielder Luke Raley. Let's go. Oh, that's the match tonight, the main event. Sweet. Heck yeah. And I heard there's another member. Like there's going to be more family members, coming through. It's crazy how it's like there, with Solo, and with the Usos and with Roman and everyone that's, related to The Rock and that family. It seems like as soon as we think that all the family members are in WWE, then you hear about another cousin or another long-lost brother that you've never heard of, or they've been, obviously in the indie scene or in a different federation, and they may be coming over as well. Kind of exciting, since Roman is out of the spotlight finally, but you're starting to get some of these other names of the family coming through. Very cool. 1-1 pitch to Cal Raleigh. Yeah, keep me up to date on the QR code stuff too. 206 average, 11 homers, 35 ribbies for for Cal Raleigh. Career versus Eric Fetty's 0 for 2. Cal Raleigh fouls that one off into the second deck. Good souvenir. Saw that. And I saw some rumors that they were trying to like shoot him off, like some kind of like fake ambulance thing. And, and they're going to, send him off into the sunset of him getting like injured or something. We'll see what happens and how they end up doing that. But it'll be very interesting to see where he ends up showing up. If it's going to be like AEW or NJPW. And then also, once Samantha Urban's contract is up, if she decides to follow Ricochet or if she stays in WWE. I don't think you can really leave, though. I get it. Ricochet's her man and all, but I think Samantha Urban has kind of cemented herself, just like Lillian Garcia did, popped up to left field one away, where she's a lot of energy and it's real, genuine passion. And when they show her reactions, like on social media, some people make fun of her of getting like so overly excited, when she's like on the sidelines after she's done the intros and she's like watching the matches. But that's just true passion. You can't hate on someone that has passion for the business, that actually enjoys what they're doing. And I think she does a great job. And you can definitely tell, the people that really love their job and do a great job at what they do, like Pat McAfee as well. Some people will think, oh, these people are being a little extra, but you can tell, as long as you're not a fucking idiot, if it's forced and it's fake, with a lot of the people on social media, or if it's just someone that is just genuinely passionate. And that's what those two are. And I love both of them. Bottom of the second, 0-0, White Sox and Mariners. Fetty, 1-1 pitch to Mitch Haniger. Pitch is high, 2-1 count. Jacob in the building. What's good? Let's go. We'll get Megan plenty of photos as the day goes on. Haniger. Yeah, baby. Right in between the gap. Louise Robert Jr. a little slow, my guy. Haniger, go, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Stand-up double, Mitch Haniger. First hit for the Mariners. Let's go. Nice job, Mitch. Everyone's favorite, Miach. Yes, sir. Exit velo 107.9. Exit velocity, baby. Nice job, Mitch. And like I mentioned multiple times on the stream, make sure you guys are taking care of your mental health, addiction, depression, anxiety. These are things that we go through on the daily. But again, if you feel like you're slipping, make the minor adjustments to your daily routine. Eat a little bit better, exercise a little bit more, listen to music, check up on friends. Make sure you're watching movies and programs, maybe back from your childhood. Do something that that's going to make you happy. And when you make those minor adjustments, it can really help you win the day and get back on track. Big facts. Next up for the Mariners, one of my favorites as a newbie, left fielder, Luke Raley. Let's go. Raley pops that one foul, 1-1 count. Since May 1st, a day before my birthday, 281 average, 6 home runs, and 13 ribbies with an OPS of 859. And his WRC is at 114. MLB average is about 100. So Luke Raley has been starting to rate a little bit since May. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Luke. 1-1 pitch. Fetty to Raley. Pitch is low and into the dirt. 2-1 count. Oh, I bet. I'm a little jealous. You're starting to get all, I don't have extra money to be able to get cool stuff like you, but I can kind of live vicariously through you with your collectibles. And again, it's very cool that you're getting a lot of those things as of late. Throw to first. 2 away. Haniger tags up and goes to third base. Here we go. One of the new Mariners that I feel that's going to be a favorite, since right now Ty France has got a fractured heel. First baseman Tyler Locklear. Now Tyler Locklear came up from AAA just like Ryan Bliss and a few others. But the thing is with him, he's able to get RBIs right out of the gate. And not only that, he's able to, make the hits count. And sometimes when you're a brand new player coming up from single A, high A, double A, triple A, sometimes it takes a little time for you to be able to be an impactful player. But for Tyler Locklear, he was able to make an impact his very first game, getting a hit and a nice solid RBI to help us actually win that game number 3 against the Kansas City Royals. I like him. He's younger, he's faster, And he's actually just as good of a hitter, it looks like, and better defender, and just as good of a hitter as Ty France. He's 23, 6'2", 210. So if Ty France, for whatever reason, is out for the year, that Locklear can take his spot at first base. Popped up in foul territory. Got him. All right, let's go to the top of the third inning. This game is going by pretty quickly. 0-0, White Sox and Mariners. Megan, have you got a chance? I know you've had a migraine and not feeling well with the lung, right? Bronchitis and all that. Have you got a chance to watch The Acolyte, Season 1, Episode 1, Episode 2? Episode 3, I believe, drops tomorrow. No spoilers, but I was just curious if you've watched it yet. Let's see who's up next here for the Chicago White Sox. Next up for the White Sox, playing catcher, Corey Lee. Batting second at the top of the order, 0 for 1, left fielder, Corey Jokes. And batting third, 0 for 1 with a K, second baseman, Nicky Lopez. Let's go, Mariners. Take a look at the pitching stat line here real quick. Logan Gilbert, 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks, 2 Ks. And let's take a look at Fetty, see what his numbers are so far. All right, with Fetty, 1.2 innings pitched, 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks, 0 Ks. Let's go. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, mucho jelly. Nice. .245 average, 5 homers, 16 ribbies. Yeah, I think a lot of people, kind of feel the same way as us. I feel that a lot of us like heels. A lot of us kind of like the bad guys in like TV shows and movies and cartoons back from our childhood, or even currently today. So I've always had a thing for Darth Maul and Darth Vader, but I've always had Maul. That's always been like my favorite. But I collect a lot of the Star Wars memorabilia, figure-wise, and obviously, Anakin Skywalker, Luke Skywalker, Rey. But I just get more excited when I can find kind of the Sith. When I can find the Darth Mauls and the Darth Vaders, and going down that avenue. I like those particular characters a little bit more. Lee lined out to right, 1 away. Oh, it's all good. It's all in love, not jealousy. You know what I mean? We're a big family here. You know that. It's at least cool that someone is able to do these cool things, and that's why we share these stories with each other, right? Because like I said, some of us are going to have some extra money from time to time. Some of us won't. So if something cool happens, it's for like the group, not just necessarily the one person that owns the item or gets the autograph. We can live kind of vicariously through you. 0-1 pitch to Corey Jokes. Pitches outside, 1-1 count. And then when it comes to, like going to Mariner games and getting baseballs from Julio or Aaron Judge, like I said, a lot of y'all may not be able to have that opportunity, but then you guys can live vicariously through me. Like I'm going to be a honey badger. I'm not going to be able to get a ball every game, but again, I'm going to try my damnedest to get one, but I'm not going to be like, oh boy, and try to steal baseballs from kids and adults. I saw that he was doing that again. The famous baseball stealer, always going out there. But I've heard he's been going to a lot of Oriole games and like running over in different sections and trying to rob home runs. But I guess it is what it is when you're known as like Mr. Baseball, as far as a fan is concerned, and always having a mitt and being in the outfield and whatnot. So Zach Hampel. There we go. That was a quick inning. Let's go, baby. Let's go to the bottom of the third inning. Still knotted up here at 0. But one thing about Zach Hampel that I will give, he studies the players, and he knows like trajectory, and he like knows where to go at the exact time. The only thing is like, I don't like the idea of you like ruining like memories for adults and kids where that might be like their only memory they have for their entire life. The guy's got like 1,000 fucking baseballs. Like, like the baseball he gets now, like if he gets like an Adley Rushman grand salami ball, great, that's awesome. But imagine if a kid would have got it, or another adult that never got a ball in their entire life and they got that. Like, you're kind of stealing memories away. And again, it's one thing if it just comes to you, but he's the type of guy that will always have a mitt, and then he'll run over into another section, go down the steps, and then he'll like, lean in front of someone or put the glove in front of someone's face or body and like tries to steal like, the home run balls or the foul balls. So I kind of have a problem with that. That's kind of like, it's all fair game when you're out there in the outfield or foul ball area, but there's a little bit of like an etiquette, kind of like when we have here on YouTube and like, Twitch, if there's like a chat etiquette, there's just certain things that are kind of like unspoken rules that we know what to do and what not to do, what to say, what not to say. But again, yeah, he has given away, some baseballs, but again, a lot of the big ones, he's not giving away. Like the last one I saw was like, I think last night or the night before, and he ran over a section where they had like the guardrail and then went down a few steps, and then he put his mitt in front of someone's face and he didn't even catch it, but then I think it bounced on the ground and he ended up grabbing it. But I don't know. I never bring a mitt when I go. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of cheating. It's like, if you can't get a baseball without a mitt, you don't deserve to get a ball, but it is what it is. And we have another bark at the park as they're showing one golden retriever eating a hot dog here in Seattle. Love it. Pitch is low and into the dirt to Dominic Canzone, 1-1 count. And I love it when they do these bark in the park. One day I hope I can take Paisley. But again, I think you have to sit like in the upper deck, because if they're not going to allow a dog in the 100 level. For some weird reason, the dog gets loose, starts running on the field, then you're going to have 10 Rottweilers and golden retrievers and all kinds of dogs running around. So they have a particular section for the bark in the park promotion, but I think it's very cool. Let's go, Dom. Bottom of the third, 0-0. 1-2 count from Fetty to Dominic Canzone. 7 singles, 2 doubles, no triples, and 5 homers in 2024. Pitches outside. 2-2 count. Batting 175 with an OBP of 247, slugging 388, and an OPS of 635. Let's go, Dom. Little flip to first. 1 away. And I don't know what's going on with Matt. Again, I've been reaching out to him and whatnot. He told me he was going to be gone for 10 days, which is a long time, considering, I need to be able to have reliable people here, but it's been longer than 10. And I haven't got a message back, and I don't think he's got Twitter on his phone. I think he just has it on his computer at home. So hopefully we'll end up seeing Matt sooner than later here in the next couple days. Bottom of the third, in the 9-hole, Ryan Bliss. Pitches outside, but called a strike, 0-1 count. Pitches in the zone for a strike, 0-2 count. Oh-2 pitch to Bliss. Pitches outside, 1-2 count. One thing that has been a little alarming, though, in my neighborhood here, I've had to pick up Paisley from other dogs in the neighborhood. I don't know what's up with my neighbors and the people that live here, but again, a lot of these people, they don't walk their dog. They just have their dog in their backyard or in their house, and a lot of them don't even have like leashes on their dog. But then if you are walking your dog and you're passing by, like I did last night, it was a little frightening last night. There was this like big ass Rottweiler type of dog, probably weighed about 100, 125 pounds. Paisley only weighs about 50, 55. And this dog was across the street in this neighborhood after we were almost done with our 45-minute walk late last night around 8:45, 9 p.m. And then there was this like husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend that were in these little hammocks in front of their front yard. And of course, they have this big ass dog across the street, maybe about 100 yards away. And it starts bolting like super fast towards me and Paisley. And I don't know if it's friendly or not. I don't trust anybody's dog. I don't trust people if I don't know them, right? And this dog is literally like, his head is like as big as a basketball, right? And it's like literally like on my ass, and I had to pick up Paisley, and I'm like screaming at the owner. I was like, get your fucking dog, And they're like, oh, the dog's friendly. Yeah, I'm sure it is to you. But if it's like, a stranger or a stranger dog like me and Paisley, I don't know who you are. I don't trust you or your dog and whatnot. That shit kind of pissed me off. I was about to fucking scrap with this guy, and again, and the funny thing is you get these asshole people, they don't even fucking apologize. The motherfucker said, oh, he's friendly. I was like, okay, if he's so friendly, then why is he bolting, across the street, running towards me full speed, 100 miles an hour? That doesn't seem too friendly to me. So, but luckily I have good instincts. So whenever Paisley's around, I instantly pick her up when I sense danger. And then I turn my back to the dog. Hopefully the dog doesn't bite my ass or my back or my leg. And luckily it didn't, but that's right down the middle. The JP got him. Wow, that was a fast inning. 3 up and 3 down, end of the 3rd inning. But that type of shit pisses me off. It's like, it's one of those things. Like, I wish that people were a little bit more respectful, of other people in the neighborhood, but it is what it is. All right, let's go to the top of the 4th. And no, I don't need another person. Nice try, though. Anything specific that you want, Megan? I got you. Next up for the White Sox, 0 for 1 in the top of the 4th, center fielder Luis Robert Jr. Batting second, 0 for 1 with a K, DHing for Chicago, Gavin Sheets. And batting third, 1 for 1, first baseman Andrew Vaughn. And people don't realize, like this Tyler kid, right? You don't realize how many things that you have to do when you're actually doing a live stream. I'm having to produce the show all by myself. So I got to produce the show, I got to host the show, and then I got to click like 5 billion buttons every stream. That's why there's 2 mics, because I got to do the work of 2 people in the stream. So again, people think it's so easy, to be able to go through the process. But if you're not a streamer yourself, on a level like this, you have no idea what it takes. Facts. People always love to criticize when it's not them. Well, you guys let me know what you want to do for photos, and I got you. Top of the 4th inning, 0-0 White Sox and Mariners. Pitches inside, 1-1 count. All right, that's no problem. I'll start off with Stefan, and then we'll go from there. Big swing and a miss for Luis Robert Jr., 1-2 count. Cool photo of him here. And again, some Mariner fans really want to be able to sell the farm for Luis Robert Jr., but again, he misses a lot of games year in and year out. And yeah, he is a talented player, but I would rather just keep the guys that we have in the farm system and bring them up rather than trade away 2 or 3 of our top prospects for a guy that may or may not pan out on the Mariners. Like I said, you don't want to be able to give away, extreme talent. Again, when's the last time the Mariners had 8 guys in the top 100 in the farm system? Never. Chop foul, 2-2 count. Two pitch from Gilbert to Robert. Chopper towards third base, foul. Count remains 2-2. Let's go, Logan. Two pitch. Pitch is inside. 3-2 count. Count is full. Army in the building. What's good? Man, I ended up seeing some of those Japanese player highlights. I can't remember his name, but it's the guy that has the killer arm. And he was throwing guys out from first base, second base, third base, and home from right field. My God, that guy has an arm like Ichiro. I have not seen a player that has an arm like Ichiro or Bo Jackson in a long, long time, let alone being full Japanese. That was crazy. But I ended up clicking on some of those links that you ended up sending me. And then on my timeline, I saw a few others that came up from other people. I was clicking on them a couple days ago, and I was just like blown away. There's some nice talent there on the Japanese side over there in Japan. Top of the fourth, 0-0 White Sox and Mariners. Full count, 3-2 to Luis Robert Jr., who is 0 for 1. 3-2 pitch from Gilbert. Let's go. Nice job, Logan. Gotta hit you with the college Stetson, baby. Nice job, Logan. Logan Gilbert, 3.1 innings pitch, 1 hit, 0 earned runs, 0 walks, 4 Ks so far. Petty only has 2 Ks. Keep it going. Nice job, Logan. Next up for the White Sox, here in the top of the 4th inning, Gavin Sheets. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. I don't know what we're at on the likes, but hopefully we're at least at 10 at this point. And if you haven't got a chance to like and retweet the stream on the Twitter/X, please do. That'll help us get more people here, as well as on the YouTube channel side as well. Looks like we have 3 people that help me out on that end. Shout out to Elliot, Lauren, and Sarah so far on the live stream. Odin, if you could do your boy a solid and like and retweet the live stream on Twitter/X, if you could, that would be great. Popped up. Gavin Sheets flied out to right, 2 away. And if you haven't smashed the like button on the YouTube channel side, please do. That'll get us more individuals coming through. We got 43 people watching so far. And where are we at? We got 26 people in the room on the YouTube side, and then another like 20 on the Twitter/X side. But out of the 29 that are watching, we only have 14 likes. So if we could get the other half to smash the like button, and that would help us get to our number. But we're at 14. We need 6 more to get to 20. Let's try to get to 30 on this stream. Let's go. I mean, especially if people aren't going to comment and they're not going to donate and they're not going to share, the least you can do is at least smash the like button to help us with the algorithm and help me grow. 0-1 pitch. Pitch is high. 1-1 count to Andrew Vaughn. We're at 200. Let's get to 3. 6 more likes to get to 20. Takes 1 second to hit a like button. I don't know what it is about people with the like button, on streams or on posts, but people act like it's like Gollum's ring, like precious. Like it's like the most precious thing on planet Earth that you can't give anybody a like. It has to be like the precious thing on planet Earth to be able to give someone a like on something. Some people will just do it for their friends and it doesn't matter, but other people are hella stingy. You know, like when I see my friends, post something, regardless if, a lot of people are liking it or not, or if nobody likes it, I'll go out of my way and like it because that's what friends are supposed to do. They're supposed to support each other, not hate on each other or act like the like button is like the most precious thing on planet Earth. You should be able to support your friends, right? Go to the bottom of the fourth inning, 0-0 White Sox and Mariners. All right, sorry to get some photos up here for Megan. Get it started here. I don't know. I just think it's just kind of a weird mentality that, people are on social media. Like you can actually have a friend that's doing something really positive, right? And then they just look at the post and they like scroll past it. And then it's like someone like Drake, it's like his birthday. And then they go out of their way and say fucking happy birthday, Drake, and tag him. He don't give a fuck about you, but your friends would care, if you would support them. Like stupid shit like that. Like reaching out to celebrities and shit over your friends and, going out of your way to say happy birthday or some stupid shit. Like I get it if it's something like a strong connection to like certain individual, but if it's just some like rando celebrity that's not that big of a deal to you and you're going out of your way to say like happy birthday Drake, like come on, it's a little silly. But I guess that's how people are and that's how people's brains work nowadays. It's all about the clout. Wild. If it ends up being someone like, your favorite player, your favorite athlete, your favorite artist, other than like, unless Drake is your favorite artist, but I just see people just doing so much for people that would never care when there's other people that are like right there on the timeline that are friends that, could definitely use the love and the support, Little dribbler towards first, Rojas, one away. Come on, Hollywood. We need you, baby. Bottom of the fourth, 0-0, White Sox and Mariners. Next up, center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Pitch is high, 1-0 count. Go, Julio. There we go. That's not Roman Reigns. That doesn't look like Roman. It says Roman, Randy, and Nia Jax. Oh, that does not look like Roman Reigns. I don't know if it's just the hair, the face, or the shirt. It looks like a more overweight version of Roman Reigns. Yeah, I was going to say, that's not Roman. Roman isn't going to put on that much weight, since being out of wrestling. Cal Raleigh, a little dribbler towards first, looking at second for the double play. Takes the out at first. 2 away. Julio transitions to second base. Off that ground out to first by Cal Raleigh. So Cal, we'll get you. Next up for the Mariners, DHing for Seattle, Mitch Haniger. Oh, look at that Samoyed. Looks like the one that I had when I was a kid. Wow. You want Kraken, Seahawks? You got anything specific that you want to be able to go over based off your regulars? Pete, McDonald, little Jay-Z. Do you have any specific ones that you want? Let me know. Type in the chat and I got you. Bottom of the fourth, 0-0, White Sox and Mariners. Runner at second, 2 away. Fetty, 1-1 pitch to Haniger. Pitch is way outside and high, 2-1 count. Okay, perfect. Little Jim Zorn, perfect. Bottom of the fourth, 0-0, White Sox and Mariners. We got 51 people watching. Shout out to everyone that's in the building on Twitter/X as well as YouTube. Haniger, back. Luis Robert Jr. is there. 3 up and 3 down. Leave 1 stranded there at second base, Julio Rodriguez. I thought we would be able to get it going a little bit, but again, our struggles of hitting the baseball are still continuing. Both teams only have 2 hits apiece so far. No runs, 2 hits apiece, and no errors, and we're about halfway through the matchup. Let's see if I can get a few more photos up here for Megan. We're at 200 in donos. Let's get to 3. Is it football season yet? Gosh, college football and the NFL are going to be so amazing this upcoming season. College football with the whole transition of the Pac-12 not existing and having it be now the Big Ten versus the SEC for supremacy. And then all the rookies and all of the trades and all of the movement from all our favorite players going from one team to another. Like, it's going to be so fun to be able to see these new players playing on their new teams as well as some of these rookies. I'm so excited. It's going to be a lot of fun, like it is every year. Love the hair. You can always tell what era you're looking at when you can actually look at the hair, or you can look at the clothes that the fans are wearing. Let's go to the top of the 5th inning. Next up, Paul DeJong. Come on, baby. We need hits here. We're already halfway through the game. We need more than 2 hits apiece. Let's go. Edgar in the building. What's good? Live from Mexico. My brother. How are you? Yeah, Fetty actually had a pretty good record, though, coming in, even though he might have, struggled. But he has a 4-1 record, surprisingly, because we know the White Sox are one of the worst teams in baseball. I think most people would consider them the worst team in baseball. But Fetty is actually one of the bright spots for them this year. Maybe not every year, but this year. 4-1 record, ERA of 3.27. But again, the Mariners could go against someone that's 0-5 with an ERA of 7. Like when we ended up going against that A's pitcher, had an ERA of like 6.10 and had a no-hitter going into the 7th inning until like J.P. Crawford got a double. So nice punch out there by Logan Gilbert. There we go. Good job, Logan. But Mariners hitters can make anyone look good. If they got an ERA of 10, they'll probably look like they have an ERA of 2. And if they already have an ERA of 2, then we're probably not hitting at all against them. Nice job, Logan. Let's go, baby. Nice punch out. Little dribbler. Rojas. The law clear, 2 away. Sorry, Sosa, not today. Lennon Sosa's like, I need a damn hit. So we got the next 4 days. We got today, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, all at 6:30. Right, then we play the Rangers Friday, Saturday, Sunday, have Monday off. Guardians Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Miami Marlins Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Tampa Bay Rays at the end of the month. So there's going to be like some tough matchups and then easy matchups. So we got to make sure we're taking advantage of this White Sox team, and hopefully we can win 3 out of 4 Ideally, this would be a team you think that we would be able to have a good chance to sweep. But I think it's bad karma and bad juju to be like, well, they're the worst team in baseball. We're at home. We're one of the top 10 teams. We should sweep them. But as you know, the Mariners have a hard time getting hits most of the time. And sometimes the pitching is a little off. You know, that's why every pitcher has a 500 record or below, except for Brian Wu, who's 3-0. We won all of his 6 starts, and he's the only one that's got a fire ERA of like 1. So, you know, again, I hope we win 3 out of 4, but I could see us fucking up and only winning 2 out of 4. But I hope, you know, that we could sweep a team like this. But again, it shows you we're already halfway through the game. It hasn't even been an hour. We're like 59 minutes in, and the game's half over, and there's only, 2 hits apiece. I don't think anyone anticipated that. Maybe 2 hits for the White Sox, but not 2 hits for the Mariners. But again, this is a good pitcher. You know, this year, Eric Fetty, 4-1 record with a 3.27 ERA, probably their best pitcher on the staff. And Logan's playing pretty well today as well, thank God. Next up in the box, right fielder Zach DeLoach. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out, baby. We're at 2. Let's get to 3. I'm good, amigo. Popped up. 3 up and 3 down. Let's go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Well, that was never a subject, right? He wasn't retiring. He was just going to go either to another federation, or if WWE could work it out with him, maybe come back. But it kind of sounded like he was going to go to AEW or NJPW. So, all right, see if we can get some more photos up here for Megan. Based off her dono. Bottom of the 5th inning, 0-0 White Sox and Mariners. Come on, Seattle, wake up, baby. There's only 10 teams out of 30 that have an above 500 record. That's wild. I think last year, like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I think we had 17 teams at the same point last year, you know, out of 30 that were above 500. We only have 10 out of 30. That means 20 teams are bootios right now. Only 10 are above 500. That's wild. And even the Mariners are one of those teams that are above 500, but our hitting is bootios, and sometimes our pitching is bootios. But again, we try to do the best that we can with what we have. And we've had some injuries, but still no excuse. We're definitely underwhelming. We should be better than what we are. But, you know, again, it's Major League Baseball. It's tough. The throwbacks, baby. All right, let's go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Due up, left fielder Luke Raley. Go, Luke. First pitch there, in for a strike, 0-1 count. Bottom of the 5th, 0-0. If you're just tuning in, you haven't really missed a whole lot. There's only 2 hits for the White Sox total, 2 hits for the Mariners. The 2 hits are Julio and Mitch Haniger. And then for the White Sox, it is Vaughn and Sosa. That's it. Hopefully it'll start picking up after these pitchers go out. Pitches outside, 1-2 count. Eric Fetty doing a pretty good job so far here for the Chicago White Sox. Pitches outside, 2-2 count. Come on, Luke. Two-two pitch. Pitches inside, 3-2 count. Count is full. Got him. Oh, that is pretty cool. That's funny that we were talking about him and then he has that. Bottom of the fifth, 0-0, White Sox and Mariners. Next up is the new Seattle Mariner first baseman Tyler Locklear. Played his first game and starting to do some damage. Let's go. Put a new one up here because it started to replace the Cal Raleigh photo for my Locklear photo. And Locklear doesn't have too many photos just yet, unfortunately, since he only has one game. 2-2 count. Go, Ty. Obviously, Tyler got called up because Ty France has a fractured heel. Hopefully, he'll be able to make his way back to the Mariner lineup. But for whatever reason, if he can't, I think Mariner fans are still pretty confident in Locklear's abilities. And it's just kind of cool to be able to see these guys getting called up, from AAA, single A, double A, high A, triple A, and, guys like Ryan Bliss and Tyler Locklear. It's nice to be able to see if they can do some damage. There we go. There we go. Oh, baby. Locklear single to center. And again, it seems like he's just as good of a hitter as Ty France, maybe better. He's a better defender. He's younger. And he's got a little swag and a little kind of aura and vibe about him. And so it sucks that Jorge Polanco, got injured and Ty France got injured. But now we get a chance to see the young guys and Ryan Bliss and Tyler Locklear. And I like what I'm seeing. Nice bag. There we go. Tyler Locklear, I see you. Next up, right fielder, Dominic Canzone. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. Let's get to 20. Hopefully we're at 20 likes now. We're pretty damn close. And then if we can get to 20, let's start to shoot for 30. We got 64 people watching, even though it's White Sox Mariners. Dominic Canzone. Back to Luis Robert. 2 away. All right, good. We're at 24. So it looks like we got some people to come through. We got 29 people watching on the YouTube side and then another 30 plus watching on the Twitter/X side, but they don't have a comment button or a like button over there. So we need 6 more to get to 30. Let's get that. Shout out to all the people that have smashed that like button so far. Appreciate you. Next up for the Mariners, a player that I really, really like. And if Jorge Polanco never comes back, it's not going to hurt my feelings. 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the third, Ryan Bliss. He's a little undersized. He looks like he's 5'6" to 5'8" with 160 pounds. But on defense, he makes Derek Jeter-like type of plays where there's really hard to hit ground balls, and he can end up barehanding it and going off 1 foot in the air and actually throw it to first base with pretty good accuracy. Ryan Bliss has made some pretty good plays for double plays and amazing throws to first to Tyler Locklear and company. Let's go, Ryan. Let's go, baby. I love two-way players that play offense and defense. Bliss, dribbler towards third, throw to first. Got him. We'll leave a runner stranded at first base. End of the 5th inning. 0-0 White Sox and Mariners. Come on. I definitely did not expect a 0-0 game halfway through. I mean, we're in the 6th inning, and it's an hour and 8 minutes. This is wild. All right, let's go to the top of the 6th. I mean, this might be a record. If it keeps at this type of pace, the game might end up being completely over within like an hour and a half. It's an hour and 8 minutes, and we're already in the 6th inning. Wild. Let's go. Next up for the White Sox in the 9-hole, catcher 0 for 1, Corey Lee. Batting second, left fielder 0 for 2 with a K, Corey Joke. And batting third, 0 for 2 with a K, second baseman Nicky Lopez. Let's go Mariners. Squeeze in a few more photos for Megan here. And then if anyone else ends up donating, then we'll end up throwing some up for them as well. Appreciate you. We're at 200 in donos. Let's get to 3. Dark at the park. Wow, they have so many dogs there. Next up, catcher Corey Lee. Go, Logan. Well, it's since both pitchers have been pretty solid today. Logan Gilbert has a 3-4 record, an ERA of 3.12 because doesn't really get a whole lot of run support. You could say the same thing for Luis Castillo, Bryce Miller, and George Kirby. Brian Wu seems like he's been able to get probably the most. And then right now with Fetty, 4-1 record, ERA of 3.27, and both teams only have White Sox have 2 hits, Mariners have 3 so far, but no runs. Let's go. Something's got to give. Yeah, well, I mean, at this point, it seems like the Polanco and Garv were kind of a failure. But as of late, Garv has started to heat up within the last week and a half, 2 weeks. So at least he's been able to kind of come through with some clutch hits. And then they obviously started to have him as backup catcher over Sevi Zavala. And I think that really helped him confidence-wise. But still, he's nowhere near what we thought he was going to be when we brought him in from the Rangers after they won the World Series. And then Polanco got hurt. So we haven't really got to see him develop and get any better. And then Luke Raley, obviously we traded him for Jose Cabanero with the Tampa Bay Rays. He's probably been the best addition out of those 3 players. And then we have guys that we brought up from like single A, double A, triple A, with Ryan Bliss and Tyler Locklear. But the crazy thing is like the best players are still in the minors right now, like Lazaro Montes and Emerson and Harry Ford. I mean, we got 8 guys that are in the top 100 off the wall. Luke Raley chasing it. Lee with a stand-up double. And again, if you end up giving up 2 hits, here, and you got guys on first and second with no outs, then we got to pull Logan Gilbert because that's always that key side. If you don't pull him, that's when we're going to give up runs. And you always have to make sure once it gets to like the 5th or 6th inning, if you start to get a little tired and then the hitters start to see your location and your stuff, you got to make that, right move at the right time, because if you wait and it's bases loaded with no outs, I mean, what do you think is going to happen? They're going to score at least a couple, and then we're going to be down 2-3, 2-0, 3-0, and we might not be able to come back. But that's not saying the guy that we bring in is going to do any better. Our bullpen is kind of ass. We haven't been very good on that end, except for Andres Munoz. Our closer is awesome, one of the best in Major League Baseball. But as far as our mid-relievers and our bullpen, Matt Brash is injured, Santos is injured, and, if we have to bring guys in like Taylor Saucedo, no thank you, because I don't trust guys like that. They may do good once in a while, but again, when you're a bullpen guy, I can't have you be good 1 every 5 games, That one goes foul. Corey Jolks, 0-2 count. Nice little souvenir for a fan there in the front row. Top of the 6th, 0-0 White Sox and Mariners. Let's go, baby. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. Yeah. It could have been worse, though. We could have went and spent money on Blake Snell, and you could see how shitty he's doing. Even though there are all the rumors, being from the Pacific Northwest, and it shows you if you don't play in spring training, you're probably going to be shitty. Now, Blake Snell is still a name. There we go. Nice punch out there. The jokes by Logan Gilbert. But, sometimes there's all this hype in the offseason, but just because there's hype and the player did good last year on one team doesn't mean that if they come to your team that they're going to be great and the same type of player. Sometimes they end up, being a shell of their former self. Not saying that Blake Snell can't get it together, but I'm glad we didn't spend any money on him. Nice punch out there on Corey Julks. Next up, Nicky Lopez. I see you, Gilbert. Lopez popped up, 2 away to Luke Raley. See Logan Gilbert's stat line, 5.2 innings pitched, 3 hits, 0 earned runs. The key stat, 0 walks, 6 Ks. And then you got with Fetty, he's got 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 0 earned runs, 0 walks, key stat, and only 3 Ks. So Logan has doubled him up on the Ks. But again, we still are looking for that, solo home run or that big RBI at some point in this matchup. Next up for the White Sox, one of their best players, center fielder, Luis Robert Jr. Cool photo. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a strikeout. And it's not like, if Bo Bichette, Vlad Jr., Luis Robert Jr., it's not like, 100% that they would fail on the Mariners, but I just don't want to give up, 2 or 3 prospects out of the top 100, because I think that those guys collectively are going to give you what that player would do or maybe better. I mean, look at some of the guys like Ryan Bliss and Locklear and some of these guys that we've been calling up. They've actually been pretty solid and they're just new, and it takes time and reps. And, you need to have games and to be able to get that repetition and recognition of what Major League Baseball is all about. Because as everyone knows, single A, high A, double A, triple A, hell, you could be batting 500 in triple A, get called up and be ass in the majors. It's a whole nother jump on each level. So, but I do like the, guys that we have that are in the minors, and I don't really want to give up a lot of those guys. I actually believe in quite a few, and I actually watch a lot of the tape, on those guys. And Montez ended up hitting a home run today, and you look at Colt and Cole and Harry Ford, and I feel like the guys that we have in the minors right now collectively as like a whole unit, the 8 that we have, it's probably some of the best talent we've had as a group ever for the Mariners. I mean, normally we only have like 1 or 2 in the top 100. Back. Gone! Unbelievable. There's the homer. Luis Robert Jr. I was hoping that was going to go foul, but of course not. 2-0 White Sox. Now Mariner fans, we could get that. That would be on our team. But I don't think I'd want to give up 3 prospects for Luis Robert Jr. And if you go back and look at his games in the last 5 years, he doesn't even typically play 100 games. Out of 162. It's like usually 50 to 80 games he's been averaging, out of a 162 game season in 5 years. Do we really want to give up 3 prospects, that are in the top 100 for a guy that might only play, 50 games, in a season, 50 to 80? I don't know, man. Yeah, they said right now it's us and the Cubs. We both had 7, and then the Mariners added another one and had 8. But like I mentioned, once you end up having, 1 or 2 guys on, depending on if you have any outs or not, you can start to kind of get the feeling where something big is going to happen. And usually that 6th inning, you have to really monitor the pitches, look at the pitch count. And even though Gilbert's only at 77 pitches, you kind of felt, at some point the homer was coming. And I think the Mariner homer is going to come, or RBI is going to come for us as well. But that one hurt because it was a 2-run jack, not a solo jack. 2-0 White Sox. Hopefully we win 3 out of 4, but we got to figure out how to fucking hit to be able to help our pitchers out. Our pitching staff is way too talented to have 4 out of the 5 pitchers with a 500 record. All the pitchers should have a 500 record or better. They should all be like 6-4 or better, not 4-5 or 4-6. I mean, thank God we have Brian Wu, but tough. You know, it kind of overshadows the performance of the pitcher. Like, ooh, look, I got 8, 9, 10 Ks. But then if you have like 2 hits, like no one cares about the 8, 9, 10 Ks as much because, you don't got anything on the offensive production side. It kind of takes away from the magical performance the pitcher has. And then if they have a good game of 6, 7, 8 Ks like Logan, and then you give up a 2-run jack, no one gives a shit about your 7 Ks. You just gave up a fucking 2-run homer and we might lose now. So that's the problem. We need to be able to match the other team and get some more offensive production. So that way we can be proud of Logan Gilbert with his 7, 8, 9, 10 Ks instead of saying, fuck, this doesn't even matter, And then you got to think what that does for confidence in a pitcher. He's giving everything he's got, and then we're still losing. But we're still in first place, and the Rangers are still losing too. So at least we're not losing ground with the Rangers. We're still, 7 games above 500 as being one of the worst hitting teams in baseball, which is fucking crazy. And even though he hit a home run right there, I still don't want him on the Mariners. I like Emerson. I like Harry Ford. I like Lazaro Montes. I like all those players better, than what I see. Like, is Luis Robert Jr. a good player? Yes, but he's not worth, an arm and a leg in the farm system. Now if it was like for one player, one player in the farm system for him, and then maybe another player that's like not in the top 100, maybe, but not 3 guys in the top 100 for fucking that guy. And then what happens if it ends up being for just like a rental for just like a couple months, and then he goes to a different team? Fuck no. So again, it's, the Major League Baseball and sports is a business. You have to look at it like that. Sometimes, people become cap casualties, and it's not necessarily the player isn't good. It's just sometimes it's the salary is too much for what the player is going to have to be paid based off his talent level. Back. All right, let's get some fucking hits, baby. Mariner Moose needs to come out. God damn it. Next up is J.P. Crawford. Luis Robert Jr. there, running into his own player, 1 away. God damn it, J.P. We need that home run, baby. Next up, third baseman, Hollywood Josh Rojas. Be patient in the box, damn it. That's another problem why the Mariners are so shitty, is because everyone swings at the first 2 pitches, regardless if they're in the strike zone or not. Like, how do you expect to hit home runs and get RBIs and move guys over if you're swinging at everything? We can't have 9 Julio Rodriguez's in the lineup and, fucking A. And we're not talking about the good Julio. We're talking about the chasing Julio. Come on, Mariner Moose. Come on, Hollywood. Let's go. Rojas. Throw to first. 2 away. Fucking A. Next up, center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Show me the good Julio, damn it. Let's go. Your top 5 popularity with like Shohei Ohtani or Aaron Judge, but the difference is those guys are playing like Hall of Fame players and Julio isn't. He probably will make the All-Star game. They'll probably put him in the home run derby, but he doesn't deserve it. Brian Wu deserves it. Andres Munoz deserves it. Julio doesn't, but again, he's a big popular name, but the production doesn't match the name recognition, and I'm the biggest Julio fan out of everybody, but again, I'm not going to just like sugarcoat it and just give him a free pass because he's Julio Rodriguez. If a guy is not playing well, we need to call it out, regardless if that favorite player is on your team or not. Pitches outside. Jesus Christ. Throw to first, 3 up and 3 down. Terrible inning. End of the 6th inning, 2-0 White Sox. And again, one of the worst teams in baseball, if not the worst. We're at home, and we're down 2-0. I mean, are we going to only win 1 game out of 4 against a shitty team or 2? I was hoping we were going to win 3 out of 4, and I thought that would be better instead of being cocky and saying we're going to sweep them, because I didn't think we were going to sweep this team. But I thought if everything goes well, 3 out of 4. If things go shitty, 2 out of 4. But I really didn't think of any scenario of us winning 1 out of 4. But the way that this game is going, I don't know if we're going to come back, but I hope we do. But we got to get these starting pitchers out, right? So that way we can figure it out. Hell, Edgar Martinez, Ichiro, Griffey. I mean, bring back all the GOATs, all the legends, I need to figure it out. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. All right, let's see where we're at. We got 42 people watching on the YouTube side. If you haven't smashed the like button, please do. We got 75 people total. We got 42 on the YouTube side and only 24 likes. Do your boy a solid. If you're watching the stream, smash the like button. We got 42 people, 25 likes. There's something wrong there. Okay, and then we got another like 30 or 40 watching on Twitter. They don't have a like button over there, so there's no excuse for them over there. But do your boy a solid. 25 likes out of 42 people on YouTube is terrible. Let's go. Judah in the building. What's good? Takes 1 second to hit the like button. Next up for the White Sox, first baseman, 1 for 2, Andrew Vaughn. Batting second, shortstop, Paul DeJong. And batting third baseman, Lennon Sosa. Appreciate that, Judah. Yeah, but we weren't going to be able to afford Teoscar, you know, and also Teoscar had more pressure on the Mariners as being like one of the main guys. And sometimes when you end up being one of the number one or number two guy, you know, maybe behind Julio, there's a lot of pressure there, right? Go. Golly, Vaughn, stand-up double, unbelievable. Get rid of Logan Gilbert. Have him, but the problem is if we get Logan Gilbert to go to the bench, the guy that we bring in might be way shittier than him. That's a problem when your bullpen stinks. Like sometimes you got to go with a guy a little bit longer than you want because the bullpen is stinky. It's not good. Andrew Vaughn with his 13th double this season, right past third base there. Fucking A. Yeah, but again, like, you know, Jared Kelenic, a little immature, but he went to the Braves, so he's in a situation there. Eugenio Suarez has been struggling, and there's rumors that Suarez and Paul Sewald might be on the block. It'd be, you know, I don't think they're going to come back to the Mariners after we traded, you know, with Sewald and we got Ryan Bliss, Dominic Canzone, and Hollywood Rojas. We won that trade, but again, it's very rare when we win a trade. But again, Teoscar, that one hurt, right? But you know, again, we weren't going to be able to have him come back, and he's a better fit with the Dodgers anyways. You know, again, he's doing really good for them, and you know, you got Mookie Betts, you got Freddie Freeman, you got Shohei Ohtani, you got Teoscar. Teoscar doesn't have to be the number one or number two guy; he can be the fourth or fifth best, and that's why you're seeing him excel. No pressure. He's already got 3 guys ahead of him that are Hall of Famers, so he can just go out there and play loose, and that's why he's hitting these fucking grand slams and these big home runs and getting 2 home runs in a game because he's playing loose. He never played like that on the Mariners because he had too much pressure. And sometimes when you end up going to a new team and a new surrounding, it, you know, ends up, you know, bringing out the best in him. So I wish the best for Teoscar, but it would be cool to have that production for us on the Mariners. We definitely need it. 2-2 count to Paul DeJong, the former Cardinal. Come on, Mariners, damn it. It's like the worst fucking team in baseball. Goddamn, I have like, what, 17 wins? Jesus Christ, almost 50 losses. We're 37-30 in first place. They're in last place. They're in fifth. And we're fucking down 2-0. Come on. So it really does show you it's like a compilation of pitching, starting pitching, bullpen, closer, and then you got to be able to have, you know, not only singles, doubles, triples, but you also have to have those home runs and those power hitters. So if you're not checking off all those boxes, then you end up looking at the scoreboard and you're down 2-0 to the worst team in baseball at home. Not good. 2-2 pitch. Got him. There we go, Gilbert. Nice K. There we go, Logan. Logan Gilbert, 6.1 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, no walks, 8 Ks. Is that 87 pitches? And that's a problem when you don't get hits and run support. Giving up 1 or 2 runs is actually really good. But the problem is when we're not getting any hits or runs, it feels like we're down 5-0, even though it's only 2-0. And then the pitcher doesn't get the credit that they deserve as, you know, having a top 5 pitching staff in baseball for the Mariners with Castillo and Gilbert and Miller and Kirby and Brian Wu. You know, it's not like our starting pitchers are giving up 5, 6, 7, 8 runs and we're getting blown out. But again, when you end up having a struggle, you know, in the hitting column, and then they give up a little, it feels like a lot because you're not getting anything on the other side. Because right now the game is 2-0, but to me mentally, I feel like we're down 5-0. And I know I'm not the only one that feels that way. It feels like a 4-0 or 5-0. It's like you double up whatever it is, and then you feel like you're down by 4, and it's like, fuck, man, we're running out of time. Top of the 7th, 2-0 White Sox. Runner at second, 1 away. Next up, Lennon Sosa. Come on, Mariners. Pitches low into the zone, 2-2 count. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. Let's get to 30 likes. And once we hit 30, let's try to get to 40. We got enough people. We got 81 people watching. No excuses. $200 in donos. Let's get to 300. We got 47 people watching on YouTube and only 29 likes. That's terrible. Just being honest. 2-2 pitch. Sosa. Throw home. Safe. 3-0 White Sox. All right, we got 30 likes. Let's get to 40. 82 people watching. We got 17 people that haven't smashed the like button that are watching on the YouTube side. Takes 1 second. Help your boy out. And it's for the algorithm. That's the only reason that we push the like so hard. Because again, the algorithm is so important on YouTube. And again, they look at all of those stats. So, obviously with the conversations, the shares, but it's the likes. The likes will help drive up recommendations. And that's so important on YouTube channels for people that are looking up, not only the White Sox or the Mariners or just MLB games. I want to be able to grow this channel. But again, if we can't get support, at the very bare minimum of hitting the like button for 1 second, it's going to hard to be able to go from 20,200 to 21 to 22 to 25,000 if we can't get the bare minimum, with a heart button or a like button that takes 1 second to do. Super important. 3-0 White Sox, top of the 7th. Runner at first, 1 away. Logan Gilbert ahead of the count against Zach DeLoach, 0-2 count. DeLoach averaging .077, 0 home runs and 1 ribby so far in 2024. Throw to second. Safe. And we're at $200 in donos. Let's get to 3. Sosa with that stolen bag. DeLoach, 1-2 count from Gilbert. Chopper to Locklear, 2 away. Good defense by Tyler. Runner advances to third. Next up for the White Sox, catcher Corey Lee. Service does blow games. I think he's blown at least 5 games for us this year, just based off the wrong pinch hitter, the wrong pinch runner, and just situational baseball. Leaving a pitcher in too long, or taking him out too early. Putting in the wrong pinch hitter. When we had a better opportunity. It's like, putting in Mitch Garver when the bases are loaded, when he has been terrible up to that point, or putting in Victor Robles in a situation at the end of the game at his very first at-bat for the Mariners. And then I said, he's just going to ground out into a double play, and he did. Like, I feel, sometimes the situational baseball, they're doing it based off like right-handed hitter, left-handed batter, and they're trying to do matchups, based off the position of the pitcher, right hand, left hand, or, they're trying to find the advantages. But the thing is, if you know that the person is inexperienced or not as good, on that side of the plate, you're not doing yourself a solid or giving your chance a team to win. It's like you're almost giving up and just throwing the guy out there, but there also has been some games that Service has made the right move, and we probably have won, 4 or 5 games based off the decisions that he has made. But again, at the end of the day, it's up to the players to get it done. Scott Service isn't in the box. Scott Service is not the one on the mound. But again, some of those questionable moves have cost us 4 or 5 games. But with that being said, are we in first place? Yes, we are. We're still in first place. We're one of the top 10 teams in baseball. And again, there's only 10 teams that are above 500 out of 30. 10. There's 20 that are under. So at least the Mariners, even though that we're not that great, and out of all the 10 teams that are above 500, maybe the Mariners are number 9 or number 10, but at least we're one of the top 10 teams. We got a long ways to go. We're the number 1 strikeout team in the last 100 years, not only in 2024, but of like the last 100 years, we are the number 1 strikeout team in baseball. right? And we can't hit. We're a bottom 10 hitting team, but somehow, some way, besides the pitching, we're still a decent team, you know. But again, just imagine if the Mariners were a top 15 hitting team, we had a better bullpen, and we weren't striking out as much. Hell, we could probably have a record just like the Yankees, the Phillies, or the Orioles. You know, we would be right there with those teams if those things improved. But again, you know, with all things considered, 7 games above 500 for a team that can't fucking hit, that has a shitty bullpen, you know, we got a long way to go, but there's a lot of improvement. You know, we got a very high ceiling. So in the top of the 6th, Luis Robert homered to left, 403 feet, and Lee scored 2-0 White Sox. And then Sosa singled to center, Vaughn scored, and that gave them the 3-0 lead. Now we got Bowman in. Shep in the building. What's good? Missed you, brother. I've been worried about you. I know you've been working a lot. You've been stressed and whatnot, but I hope that things are slightly getting a little bit better. Good to see you, my guy. 3 up and 3 down. 3-0 White Sox. Let's go to the bottom of the 7th. We got 3 more opportunities to try to come back in this game, but it doesn't feel like we're going to win tonight, but you never know. You know, the Mariners are one of the best teams in Major League Baseball to get hits and runs in the 8th and 9th inning. But I just don't like, you know, playing baseball that way. You know, it gives me a fucking like aneurysm, a heart attack, like, you know, just shitty, and then all of a sudden we rack up like 4 runs in the 9th. Like, I don't like watching baseball like that. It's like it's too much for my heart and my brain to handle. But again, if we can end up getting big production in the 8th and 9th and we come back and win, so be it. But it's just kind of shitty where a lot of games you get nothing in the first 7 innings, and then we have to pray to the sports gods that we get something in the 8th and the 9th. And luckily, we've been able to get some, you know, in the 8th and the 9th in 2024. How you doing, Shep? Miss you, brother. Yeah, well, I already know things are tough because if I message you and you don't message back right away, then I already know where you're at mentally. So, but I'm always there for you. I'm always going to check up on you. I always, you know, try to be able to check up on people, and I always have a sense when people are struggling. You know, because again, I've gone through the mental health, you know, addiction, depression, anxiety, and then, you know, if you're getting overworked or if you're not feeling if you're getting appreciated, you know, with your personal life or at work, it carries over into your, you know, private life and on your social media life and, you know, and everything else. So I always got your back no matter what, and hopefully things will get a little bit better for you. Let's go to the bottom of the 7th inning, 3-0 White Sox. White Sox are 5-26 on the road. But again, that's why, you know, people shouldn't be too shocked. Yes, the White Sox are one of the worst teams in baseball, if not the worst. But do you know that the Mariners are the number 1 strikeout team out of the last 100 years? Not only in 2024 out of the 30 teams, but in the last 100 years, no one has struck out more than the Mariners. Okay, we can't hit. So it shouldn't really be that big of a surprise. If you're an everyday Mariner watcher, this shouldn't be really surprising. Now, is it disappointing? Yes, but it shouldn't be surprising. There's going to be times where we're going to rake. Like when we played the Royals a couple days ago, fucking A, we put up 7 runs in the first inning. Did we win that game? Fuck no. We lost 10-9 because of Bobby Witt Jr. and Scott Service being an idiot. So again, you know, we can come up with the big runs, but it's not going to happen that often. You know, we have to find the right combination of hitters, and we don't have it just yet. We have no 300 hitters. 0. Okay? You have to look at the stats, you know, and not just be like, oh, I'm looking at the record. The Mariners are 37-30. They're first place. They're playing the worst team. They should be winning by 10 runs. Like, it doesn't work like that in baseball. You know, this is a pitching league. It's not a hitting league. Bottom of the 7th, 3-0 White Sox, and I'm hoping that we can win 3 out of 4, but it's not looking too good here. And the only reason you're mad is because you're about to lose your parlay. You don't give a shit about the White Sox or the Mariners. You just want to win money. So that's what it comes down to. You're just mad because your parlay is fucked because you picked the wrong team. Got to be smarter, my guy. Bottom of the 7th, 3-0 White Sox. And the thing is, if you're going to bet on a game for the Mariners, you bet for Brian Wu when he pitches, nobody else. Why would you bet on Logan Gilbert? Why would you bet on Luis Castillo? Why would you bet on George Kirby? right? Why would you bet on these other guys, right? And Bryce Miller. Well, all the guys are 500. You have to look at the stats. You have to look at the win-loss record. You have to look at the ERA. And yeah, the White Sox are a bad team. But again, if you're putting money on it, you want to put money down the toilet, bet on those 4 pitchers. But if you want to win or have a better chance to win, you bet on Brian Wu. You know, if Brian Wu's there, 3-0, we won all 6 starts. His ERA is 1. Every other pitcher for the Mariners is 500 or below 500 by a game. You know, 4-6, 5-6, 5-5, 4-4. Stats, analytics. That's why it's so important to pay attention. 0-2 pitch to Haniger. Pitches outside, 1-2 count. Reefer, my boy, what's good? 11 a.m. Nice. STL in the building. What's good, brother? I got you. Bottom of the 7th, 3-0 White Sox. It's always about stats and analytics, man. I mean, if you want to be dumb and throw money away, I mean, I got a toilet you can throw money in if you want. Plus, you know, betting on baseball is tough. You know, it's not going to be the same like betting on football, you know, which is a little bit easier, or betting on basketball, or even hockey for that matter. Like, I don't need to watch every single game in the NBA season to tell you what's going to happen at the end. I can predict, you know, what's going to happen. If we've been watching sports, history repeats itself over and over and over again. You just have to know the signs, and you have to be able to know, you know, what you're seeing. And when you start seeing the same type of patterns, they typically repeat themselves over and over. Yeah, you know, records are meant to be broken, but history repeats itself a lot in sports. Nice base hit. Here we go. Let's go. Luke Raley, baby. Here we go. Nice job, Luke. Single to right, Haniger to second. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Good opportunity here. Next up for the Mariners, our new player, first baseman, taking over for Ty France with the fractured heel, Tyler Locklear. I really like him a lot, too. 1 for 2. Yeah, Edgar, I've been watching since 85, so. I think you can trust Seattle, but it has to be situational. You know what I mean? Like I said, if you're going to put money on a game, you put it on Brian Wu when he's pitching. But I wouldn't be putting it on any other game besides him. But at some point, Brian Wu is going to get fucked up. I believe he pitches tomorrow. So hopefully he doesn't get fucked up tomorrow. But again, we played 6 starts. He's 3-0. He's by far the best pitcher. He should go to the All-Star game this year with Andres Munoz, and he's been solid as our closer. But for the other, 4, they haven't really been that good. You know, Logan Gilbert was good early in the season, but he's fading now. Kirby's been decent his last 2 starts, but you're not seeing the Mariner pitchers get 10, 11, 12 Ks anymore. Right now, we're getting usually 5 or 6, and then the solid pitcher, if they're having a good day, maybe 8, But again, you wouldn't know that unless you're watching games day in and day out, 1-1 pitch, Locklear, slow roller, 1, fuck Locklear, run faster, double play, fuck. End of the 7th inning, 3-0 White Sox. Oh, that's good to hear, brother. I've been pretty good, just grinding every day, listening to people bitch and moan on how they're losing money on parlays, wasting all their money that they got from their parents, fucking washing cars and picking up dog shit, the regular. But me and Paisley have been good. I've been working out every day, cutting back on the booze and the beer and not eating fast food and, exercising about an hour and a half, 2 hours a day with the pup and grinding pretty much every day, brother. So, I'm just trying to, channel, help people out with mental health and, move forward. So And like I mentioned multiple times on the stream, make sure you guys are taking care of your mental health. Like I said, depression, anxiety, addiction, these are a lot of things that people go through on the daily. And a lot of people have gone through these things even recently or a few months ago. So if you feel you're struggling and you're going into the darkness a little bit, make some minor adjustments to your daily routine. Cut back on the partying and the booze. Maybe cut back on the fast food. Exercise a little bit more. Listen to music. Spend time with friends. Maybe don't gamble so fucking much, right? Take a step back from, maybe your routine that you're in right now. And if you can end up, making some minor adjustments to your daily routine, you'd be really surprised. You can climb out of the darkness a lot faster. And then you're not making dumbass bets like betting on Logan Gilbert to beat the White Sox today and losing all your lunch money. Okay? Don't be like him, right? Be better. You guys can do it. We're at 200 in donos. Let's get to 3. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Let's go. Betting on parlays isn't necessarily bad, but you have to know what you're doing. I mean, unless you just want to just throw money in the toilet. I mean, every once in a while you can get lucky, based off like a really good team going against a shitty team, but that's how they get you. That's how they win money. In the Vegas and in the books, is that sometimes when it looks like a for sure thing, it's not a for sure thing. Like tonight, right? Most people would think, the Mariners are first place in the American League West. The White Sox are garbage. They're the worst team in baseball. They're on the road. They've only won 5 games on the road all year, but you have to look deeper than that, and sometimes, the home team has an off game, and that's what we're seeing right here. Top of the 8, 3-0 White Sox. Corey Julks in the box. Miss you too, man. Pitch is low and outside. 2-2 count to Corey Julks. Two pitch. Pitch is outside from Bowman to Julks. 3-2 count. Count is full. But then also, too, you could end up, doing all the homework, doing all of the stats and, trying to break shit down. And sometimes the opposite happens. Like I said, betting in sports is not necessarily easy. Even if you're just a madman with all the studying and everything, like sometimes it's like that. Corey Julks, solo home run, 4-0 White Sox. But it shows you pitching is so important. Hitting is so important. And if you're not going to be good in those areas, then you get a game like this where you think you should win, and then you end up getting blown out. You never can take anyone for granted in life or in sports. Julks with a home run, 4-0 Chicago. Next up, second baseman, Nicky Lopez. 0 for 3 with a K. Hopefully he'll go 0 for 4. And it's a 162-game season. I mean, it's not like we only play 50 games total in baseball. It's a long season. Yeah, I know. I know exactly, SDL. That's why you get dumbass people that just throw money away. And those are the type of people that end up watching Stephen A. Smith and they listen to people on fucking TV and podcasts and they wonder why they lose all their fucking money. Because all the people on TV and podcasts are fucking stupid. They don't know shit. They don't watch games. They read a teleprompter, and look at highlights. If that's who you want to listen to, go right ahead. Good. I'm glad you lost your money. Fuck out of here. Top of the 8, 4-0 White Sox. And you lost, what, a $1 bet that you were going to win $10? Fuck out of here. Go pick up some dog shit or wash some cars. 1-0 pitch from Bowman to Luis Robert Jr. Luis Robert Jr. with a 2-run blast. Pitch. Pitch on the corner for a strike. 2-1 count. You know how it goes. You know, I'll definitely give the Hollywood Hogan boot when I need to. I mean, that's why, you know, the people that are educated and smart that have ESP and that can come up with the good predictions, you know, like even if, like with me, you know, I'm not going to get every single prediction correct, you know, but I'll have moments of ESP just because I read a lot more and watch a lot more film than the average person. But again, any lucky person, you know, any blind squirrel can get a nut once in a while. But if you want to be consistent, you know, that's the key. You know, the guys that end up making money that can make a living out of it are consistent. You know, they're not going to win every day, but they're going to be smart and strategic, you know, when they end up, you know, making an assumption or a bet or a prediction. But if you want to act like you're 15 years old, you're going to get 15 years old results. You're going to get grounded. You're going to go to bed with no dinner, and you're going to lose your fucking parlay that you made for $1. You know, fuck out of here. You're not going to be able to retire off a $1 bet on a fucking parlay. Top of the 8th, 4-0 Chicago. 1 out, 3-2 count to Luis Robert Jr. Pitches outside and he walked him. Luis Robert Jr. putting in that work. Next up for the White Sox, DHing for Chicago, Gavin Sheets. But overall, I've been pretty good, man. You know, like I said, just working, grinding, you know, and just trying to be able to, you know, help people out, you know, with mental health. You know, and, you know, like I said, things aren't always easy day to day. And, you know, I'm sorry that things have been so tough for you at your job and personal life and everything out there, you know, out there in the ATL. But hopefully things get a little bit better. And again, if you ever need anything, you can reach out to me anytime. Shit, I don't need it either. I mean, we already know. I mean, like I said, it doesn't take too much. You know, if you want to get Hollywood Hogan booted, you know what to do. But the thing is, it doesn't hurt my feelings or whatever, because most of the people that come in here that want to talk shit, just like on any channel that's, you know, decently sized, sub count wise, right? They're not going to sub, right? They're not going to donate. They're not going to like. They're not going to share. You know, all they're going to do is just try to be an asshole, you know? So again, if you want to be an asshole, you can be an asshole somewhere else. You know what I mean? And even if the people were donating or liking or sharing, you know, and even if they were donating like, you know, like you, or like 50 or $100 and they were being an asshole, I would just give them their money back and just boot them, you know, like I don't need someone's money if they're going to, you know, bring the room down. You know, I'll have enough people that, you know, will be able to support me in a positive way, you know. Yeah, I think, like I said, I wouldn't bet on the Mariners ever, but if I was going to bet on them, it would be Brian Wu pitching only. And then also, you know, we suck in morning and afternoon games, but if you don't watch the Mariners on a regular basis and you're just throwing your money down the drain, then you're losing. But if Brian Wu is pitching and it's in the morning or afternoon, you have probably a 50-50 chance for him to come through. But again, we've won all 6 starts. He's 3-0. His ERA is 1. Everyone else is like 4-4, 5-5, 4-5, and everyone else has got an ERA of about a 3 or a 4. So if you're putting that, and we can't really hit and we strike out a lot, so we're going to need someone to be lights out. And if someone's going to be lights out on the mound, then that's going to give that confidence and swagger to the hitters, you know, that they're going to play harder for Brian Wu, you know, subconsciously or consciously, and we're going to end up playing better typically with him. So if I had to put money on tomorrow, I would assume tomorrow will be much better and we'll get the dub tomorrow. But if we end up losing tomorrow, would I be shocked? No, because at some point Brian Wu is going to lose his first start of the year. But I would assume as long as the lineup is decent, that we should have a good chance with Brian Wu tomorrow. Top of the 8th, 4-0 Chicago. In the box, Gavin Sheets. Kirby Snead on the mound, and that's a walk. And it doesn't help that the Mariners have a shitty bullpen too. So it's like if the starting pitcher is doing bad, and then you bring in the bullpen and they're just as bad or worse, and you can't hit, how are you supposed to come back? You don't. That's just plain and simple. Next up for the White Sox, first baseman, 2 for 3 and a run, Andrew Vaughn. Oh, yeah, Skeens is great for baseball. They got 2 players that pitch over 100 miles an hour there in Pittsburgh, and it gives you a reason to turn on Pirates games. Back in the day for me, it was like Bobby Bonilla, Barry Bonds, Andy Van Slyke. You know what I mean? It's been a while since they've had someone that you would go out of your way to watch, and Skeens gives you that superstar, like must-see TV type of Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani kind of vibe. And even though he's young and he's just brand new, he's fun to watch. They could definitely use a few more batters on the team, but if you're a fan of baseball, he's one of the more exciting pieces to watch this year. Pitch is low and inside. 2-1 count. Well, we do have a scoreboard right above me. And last time I checked, as I look up, it says 4-0, and it does not say game over. It says top of the 8th, so no, the game is not over yet. Now, it essentially is the game over. Feels like it, but again, we still got 2 innings to go to see if Seattle can come up with a miracle. But based on the flow of the game, I think the Mariners would be lucky to get to 1 or 2 runs. This out at second, throw to first, safe. Runners on the corners on first and third with 2 outs. It's already been over for a long, long time. Let's be honest. Because you have to look at the body language of players, right? And if you actually pay attention to the little things, look at the shoulder shrug. Look at the faces. Are they actually looking like a team that can rally and come back? Or are they wondering what's for dinner tonight, right? Well, are they wondering where they're going to go have a drink, who they're going to hang out with, what's going on tomorrow? And again, you can definitely tell with certain teams when they're looking ahead and, they're not mentally checked in. 1-0 pitch. DeJong cracks that one foul. 1-1 count. All right, no problem. I'll still get you plenty of photos throughout the week for your love and appreciation to the channel. I appreciate you. And again, we're at 200. Obviously, we've got off to a very good start, obviously, with Megan with her generous support. And then again, I'll be live every day this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at the same time against the White Sox, 6:30 Pacific. And then we play the Rangers Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I'll get you many, many photos as we go throughout the week. Take care of your mental health. Don't let the trolls and the people that have to pick up dog shit and wash cars to make a $1 parlay ruin your mental health. You're good. We appreciate you. DeYoung. We'll count on DeYoung. Come on, Seattle. Pitches outside and he walked him. Bases loaded. This is great. And normally we do good on certain promotional days, but this is a bark of the park. So obviously we have people that have brought in their dogs to the game. But again, just because you bring your dog to the game doesn't mean you're going to get a dub. And this one is getting ugly. And it's not like we're going to put in Andres Munoz. Saying, like I said, a big chunk of it is like if the pitching besides Brian Wu is shitty and the bullpen is unreliable, except for Andres Munoz, the closer, you better hope that you get to 5 runs or 7 to 10 hits. And if the Mariners get to 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits, we win 90 to 95% of the time. But if we don't get to that number, we're not going to win, you know. And we've been pretty lucky this year when we've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4 runs where we've been able to squeak out, 3-2, 4-3 wins that last year we would never have done. But this year we've gotten a little bit lucky where we've been able to score less than 5 and actually squeak out a few wins. But it shows you if you can't hit and you can't pitch, even if you're going against the shittiest team in baseball, doesn't mean you're going to sweep a team like this. If you're dumb and you're, betting on the parlay thinking that, oh, this is the worst team in baseball, I'm just going to bet all my money, against the, White Sox, and I'm going to bet for the Mariners, then this is a harsh reality, You can't make, bets that you can't cash. 1-2 pitch with the bases loaded. Kirby Snead to Sosa. Pitches outside, 2-2 count. She's not in the room right now. She's in the living room right now, I think, on the couch. But once she starts whining at the door and she comes in, I'll put her on screen. But she's not in the studio here with me right now. 2-2 pitch. Ooh, shit. Right back to it. Kirby Snead's head. Throw to first. Got him. Wow. Jesus Christ. Line drive back to Kirby Snead's head. Hopefully he's okay. And he still threw him out at first base. Hopefully he doesn't get a concussion there. Go to the bottom of the 8th. 4-0 White Sox. Next up for the Mariners, 0-for-2 right fielder Dominic Canzone. Batting second this inning, 0-for-2 with a K, second baseman Ryan Bliss. And batting third, 0-for-3 with a K, shortstop J.P. Crawford. And in sports, it's one of those things too. You can only, you can't win a game if not everyone is focused and on board. Just like in the NFL, if you only have, 8 guys out of 11 on offense and defense that are playing hard, you're not going to win. You have to have everyone believing and working hard together. And even when you have 11 all on the same page, sometimes you still end up losing. But you got to be able to have the belief that you can come back, and everyone has to be locked and loaded at the same time. If you're looking at the body language of the Mariners and the players, you can tell half, if not more than half, have already checked out. They are mentally thinking about what's for dinner. I need to go have a drink. They're thinking about tomorrow's game with Brian Wu. They're not focused on getting the dub here today. I don't know. Fetty is at 92 pitches, so I don't think he's going to come back. 7 innings pitched, 4 hits, 0 earned runs, 1 walk, 4 Ks. Mariners are on their third pitcher, Gilbert, Bowman, and Snead, and Fetty whopping our ass. Oh, yeah, back, gone! There we go. And like I said, right, about 15 minutes ago, we are one of the best teams in the 8th and the 9th inning on scoring runs. We might not win this game. We might not come back, but we might be able to put up 1 or 2 runs, and there we go. Dominic Canzone with a solo dinger. Now where was this in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th inning? I don't know, but there it is. Finally, better late than never. 4-1 White Sox. Nice job, Dom. Next up, second baseman Ryan Bliss. And I don't know why we sucked for the first 7 innings and we played good in the 8th and the 9th. It's like chaos baseball, but that's kind of what we're known for. At least for this year in 2024. Yeah, at least we didn't get fucking goose egg. But again, I didn't think that we were going to score 4, but I thought maybe 1 or 2, we could get. It looks like Fetty Wap is going out finally after that home run. That was the last straw. Nice job, Dom. I wasn't expecting any home runs, but it's always nice when you get one. There we go. It'd be really funny and hilarious if the Mariners actually came back and won this game, but baseball is so crazy. It's like, when we scored 7 runs against the Royals in the first inning, I thought we were going to get 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 runs, but then the Royals came back, and then we ended up losing 10-9. So sometimes, you can't peak too early. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. But again, everyone's got to be locked in, and I don't think every single Mariner, is locked in. I don't think every Mariner thinks that we're going to come back, but at least we have a couple people, off the roster that are at least trying hard still, and we at least got something out of Dominant Canzone to at least get the rally started, so that's good. No one wants to lose with a goose egg and a 0. If you're going to lose, at least put up a run or two if you can. We got Ryan Bliss up next. Nice 2A player. Makes some defensive plays like Derek Jeter. A little short and undersized, but I like him. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. We got 90 people watching. Smash that like button. What are we at? Are we at 40 yet? Oh, Bliss. Yes! There we go. Right in front of the left fielder, baby. Let's go, baby. Trident's up. And I don't know why the Mariners do this to us, every single game. When we struggle and we look like shit, over and over and over. But again, you got to get rid of the starting pitching. Once the starting pitcher goes out, then we start doing better. Like we usually can start getting some hits on those bullpen guys. But if the starter is doing well, we're not going to be able to get those home runs and hits until the guy goes out. And luckily, we ended up getting a home run for him to go out. And then, lo and behold, right, the next batter, boom, Ryan Bliss gets a hit. 4-1, bottom of the 8th, runner at first with no outs. Nice little rally. Next up, J.P. Crawford. Continue that electricity, baby. Now it's the first time the crowd has actually been into the game. Rally time, let's go. We're at 36 likes. We got 60 people watching on YouTube, 35 on Twitter/X. So if you can, hit your boy with the like button. And let's see if we can we have 3 more to get to 40, 13 to get to 50. And again, we got 37 people that have liked it out of 57 on YouTube, and another 40, 50 on Twitter/X, 100 people watching. So do your boy a solid and smash the like button. Pitch is low and into the zone. 3-0 count to JP. Here we go. Let's go, baby. Let's go, JP. Let's go, baby. Bottom of the 8th, 4-1 White Sox. Runner at first. Walked him. Let's go. Let's go. That's what happens when you get that starting pitching to go out. Let's go, Mariners. Trident's up. Next up for the Mariners, third baseman, Hollywood, Josh Rojas. It looks like they're making another pitching change, maybe. Let's go. Rally time, baby. But we're not doing it for the people that had the parlays. We're just doing it for the Mariner fans. Let's go. Runners at first and second with no outs. I mean, even if we could get one more run, obviously tying the game up in the 8th would be ideal, or taking the lead, but you don't want to be too greedy. And obviously this is a position where they could end up getting a double play. But if we could end up getting 1 or 2 more and making it like 4-2 or 4-3, obviously 4-4 would be awesome, to happen in the 8th. But we still got one more inning after this to continue the rally, but you want to take advantage when the iron is hot. Iron sharpens iron, baby. Let's go. Let's go, Hollywood. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Let's get to 50 likes. We got 100 people watching. No excuses. Pitch in the zone for a strike from Kopech to Rojas. 1-0 count. Oh, wow. They called that a strike? Bullshit. 0-1 count. In the zone. Oh, 1 pitch to Rojas, finding the count. 0-2. Well, JP ended up getting a walk, so that doesn't help out if you bet on a hit. Unless we end up going to extra innings, and then he might get a chance to hit then. 0-2 pitch to Hollywood. Pitch is inside. 1-2 count. Come on, Mariners. It's just kind of, tough for a fan to watch, when you're struggling for 7 innings and then all of a sudden the bats light up. Rojas, there we go. Yes, sir. Go, 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 go. Stay. Oh, bases loaded with no outs. Oh, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go. 4-1 White Sox. Bases loaded, no outs. Julio Rodriguez. Let's go. Nice job, JP. Nice job, Julio. Let's go. Julio Rodriguez. Trident's up, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Fuck yeah. Julio, you want to be a homer? Bring that electricity, baby. Let's go. Bottom of the 8th. 4-1 White Sox. Bases loaded. No outs. We're in great position here. 1 for 3. 270 average, 5 homers, and 25 ribbies. Chop that one foul. Whatever you do, I'm not going to even say it, because if I say it, then it might happen. But again, I don't expect him to hit a grand salami, but this would be an amazing time to do it if you want to get on, people's good side here. Julio hasn't been hitting very many home runs this year. He only has 1 career grand salami. 0-1 pitch. Woo! He has no control. Kopech pitches outside. 1-1 count. I mean, even if Julio doesn't swing at all, he might be able to bring in a run automatically with a walk. Let's go. Let's go, M's. Trident's up. Bases loaded, no outs, 4-1 White Sox. Big swing and a miss by Julio, 1-2 count. And again, we got our ass kicked. We were down 4-0 with no hits. I mean, just terrible baseball for 7 innings. But sometimes, things will wake up, in the 8th and the 9th. And the Mariners have been a very good 8th and 9th inning team for whatever reason. The majority of the reason is the starting pitching goes out, the bullpen comes in, and then we start raking. But if the pitcher is good and they pitch 6-7 innings, we got to wait for that guy to get out. 1-2 pitch to Julio. Struck him out. Fucking A, Julio. I thought you were supposed to be a damn superstar. 1 away. Next up, big dumper. Catcher Cal Raley. We got 111 people watching. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. We're at 200 in donos. Let's get to 3 and smash the like button for your boy. Let's get to 50 or 60 likes. Let's go. Exactly. Well, I was going to say that, Army, but I didn't want to. Pitch right down the middle for Cal Raleigh. Behind in the count 0-1. And normally when that happens, it happens when we have 1 out, not when we have 0 outs. 0 for 3 with a strikeout in the 7th for Big Dumper. 0-1 pitch from Kopech to Raleigh. Chop foul behind in the count now 0-2. Come on, Cal. We need a moment like this. 120 people in the building. Let's go. 121. Come on, Cal. Let's go, baby. Bottom of the 8th, 4-1 White Sox. Bases loaded, 1 out. 0-2 pitch from Kopech to Raleigh. Woo, almost hit him. Bat flies out of Cal Raleigh's hand. A little juggling act. 100 miles an hour, 1-2 count. Lauren in the building. What's good? Let's go, baby. You know what time it is. You know what time it is, Lauren. It's rally time. Come on, Cal. Pitch is inside. Oh, boo! They punched him out with a strike 3, but that was inside. Bad call. Cal Raleigh is pitching. He's going to get ejected. Now Scott Service is going to get ejected. Wow, he just ejected Cal Raleigh. Now Scott Service is going to get ejected. Terrible call. Who is this? Angel Hernandez? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. He framed it, but that was easily a ball. 2 away. Shitty. But let's be honest, Cal Raleigh probably would have struck out. I mean, he hasn't really been very good lately. He's one of my favorite players, but I'm not going to be biased and think that he's going to be the hero and hit a grand salami. You know, if he has been hitting home runs as of late, you know, or making big RBIs, then, you know, we can do it based on, you know, how they've been playing as of late. It's not like he can't make the big play, but he's been on a little bit of a cold streak. Now we got Mitch Haniger behind in the count 0-2. We got to get at least one more run if we want to have any chance in this game. We're down by 3 runs. We had bases loaded with no outs. Come on now. Come on, Haniger. 125 people watching. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X as well as YouTube. Smash that like button for your boy. Bottom of the 8th, 4-1, White Sox. Raleigh! Yes! Blooper right in front of right field. Go, 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 go! To come home, 4-3 White Sox. Let's go! Fuck yeah, baby! Everyone's favorite, Mitch Haniger! Single to right, Bliss scored, Crawford scored, Rojas to third, 4-3 Chicago, bitches! Let's go. Way to bring that electricity, Mitch. So even though all the haters were coming in here talking shit about the Mariners and how shitty we are, they're not watching the game anymore, and if they are, now they're back. It shows you, just like I mentioned, we're a very good 8th and 9th inning team. We've scored more runs than any team in baseball in the 8th and the 9th besides, I think, like the Phillies. So we're up there. It just sucks when we are dog shit for 7 innings and you're down 4-0, and then you have to make these miraculous comebacks late in games. But the Mariners are one of the top 2 teams to do it, even when things look bleak. Luke Raley in the box. Big swing and a miss. 0-1 count. Now we have a legitimate chance to go to extra innings in this game or possibly win. Go, Luke. Not everyone's going to win their $1 parlay, okay? Coming in here and telling me the Mariners suck and I suck, okay? 0-1 pitch. Pitch is high. 1-1 count. But again, you know, if they had their starting pitcher go the distance with Fetty, you know, we probably are still down 4-0 or 4-1. And we ended up getting a lucky home run on Fetty with Dominic Canzone. And now bringing in Kopech. Now we're getting back into the game. 1-1 pitch. Bunt. Go, go, go! Yes! Woo! Let's go! Let's fucking go! $1 parlay, biatch! 4-4 White Sox and Mariners! Don't bring that $1 bullshit into this fucking room. Let's go! Fuck yeah! Perfect bunt. You fucking kidding me? Luke Raley. That's what happens when we have bark at the park, baby. Come in here and talk that shit. And a lot of times it's not Mariner fans. You know, we know what our team is. You know, we know when we're going to struggle. It's just that, you know, people that aren't Mariner fans that got their fucking $1 parlays and they're mad that they lost their fucking car wash money and dog shit money that they had to pick up. Okay? Sorry that you bet $1 and you were hoping to win 10. All right? White Sox 4, Mariners 4, bottom of the 8th. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. What a fucking comeback. Let's go. Man, my phone is blowing up. Let's go. Best case scenario. Trident's up, baby. And this situation isn't going to happen for the Mariners that often. You know, where we actually come back from 4-0 looking like dog shit for 7 innings and we come back to tie it in the 8th. You know, I would say this type of scenario, if we played 10 games, this happens maybe twice, maybe once, you know, and this is that game. So, but we're very, very good, again, scoring runs in the 8th and 9th inning this year. 3 for 9 with runners in scoring position. 4-4 White Sox and Mariners after being down 4-0 for 7 innings. Runners at first and second. But you see, it shows you how important pitching is, right? Fetty was amazing the whole game. Then they bring in Kopech, and he sucks ass. And then all of a sudden, we're back into the game. But if Fetty was able to go the distance, or they had another bullpen guy that was better than Kopech, the game is over. Baseball is crazy, man. 3-1 pitch. Oh, he hit him in the face. Jesus Christ. Oh, fight him. Fight him. Fight him. Dude, hit Locklear in the face. Boo. We should fight this team now. Just like the Angels when we had to fight them when we got on that big win streak. Let's fight. That's bullshit. Hit him right in the face. Fucking batting helmet went flying. I can't believe he got up so quick. Look at the smile on his face. Let's go. Dude, I'm not going to forget that one. Jesus Christ. This guy trying to end his fucking career. Look at this replay right here. Look at this pitch. Luckily, he turns his head just in time. Christ. Almost in the face. Jesus. It actually ends up hitting his bat. He turns his head just in time, and it ricochets off the bat in the front part of his helmet. If he doesn't move his head, that might have hit him right in the face. Probably would have broke his nose or broke something in his cheekbone. But luckily, he moved his head just in time. Unbelievable. Wow. Golly. Unbelievable game. Let's fucking go. 4-4 White Sox and Mariners. You know, it's always karma too. You know, when people come into the room and start talking shit, you know, I love it. Come in here and talk the shit, you know, and then see what happens. You know, it's not like Mariner fans enjoy fucking losing to the worst team in baseball 4-0 for 7 innings. But again, the game is not over until it's over. Now, baseball is cut into 2 different games. Starting pitcher, that's one part of the game, and then the bullpen side of it and the closer. That's a whole nother game. So, you know, if you have the starter in there for 6 or 7 innings, that's fine. But there's a whole nother ball game. The game starts over, you know, in the 7th, 8th, or 9th inning, depending on who's in at pitcher. And luckily, we ended up getting Kopech, and Kopech can't find nothing. Wow, unbelievable comeback. And you know what the thing is? The only person that really thought that we were going to come back is this person right here. Francesca came into the room when we were down 4-0 and still had the confidence that we were going to come back and win. And the sports gods are like, you know what? No one really thinks that we're going to come back except for Francesca. And she was the only one that was, you know, trying to be optimistic. And look what happened. Now we're at 4-4 with a chance to win the game. Nice job, Francesca. We appreciate you. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's go fucking Dom. We're back at the order where we were at. Golly. I'm really happy that didn't hit his face because we just got Tyler Locklear to come in for Ty France because Ty France ended up fracturing his heel. The worst thing that could have happened is that he would have got hit in the face and then he goes to the IL, and then we lose him. Up the middle. Throw to first. All right. We leave 3 stranded, but we tie the game up 4-4. End of the 8th inning. Momentum in Seattle's favor, and we're going to have a very good chance to win it in the 9th or in extras. Let's go. 136 people watching. Let's go. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. There's no excuse. We got to have at least 50, 60 likes on this stream. We're at 42. Yeah, we have 95 people watching. Do your boy solid during the commercial break. Smash the like button. 95 people on the YouTube side, and then we got another 40 or 50 on the Twitter side. They don't have a like button on that end. So do your boy a solid. Like the stream for your boy, so that way we can get a few more people here in the room. We got 43 likes. We have 95 people watching. Let's go. Help your boy out. Don't be a hater. Support the NWSF. Let's go. Let's see who's up here for the Chicago White Sox. Okay, looks like they're going to have a pinch hitter with Duke Ellis coming in. This is like his first game ever. Hold on, I don't even think they have a photo of him. He already made his major league debut on June 4th. I'll get a photo. Didn't have one ready for him. Next up for the White Sox, Duke Ellis. Where's it? Colas. Who are they putting in here? They're making some adjustments late. See who they're moving the whole lineup around. Ellis, Colas, and then Jolks. Okay. We've got Brian Wu tomorrow. 3-0 record, 1.07 ERA. I like our chances tomorrow. I hope we can come back and win this game. Top of the ninth, 4-4 White Sox after the White Sox had a 4-0 lead. Let's go. Lauren with a 4. Appreciate you. Cal Raleigh's at catcher. Sebi Zavala hasn't played in like a month. Stanek is in the game. First pitch right down the middle for a strike. 0-1 count. To Colas. Lauren with a 4. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, little cactus jack, bang, bang, $4 holla. We're at $204 in donos. Pitch is in the zone, in the corner for a strike, 0-2 count. Appreciate you. No, Cal's still in there. I thought he got ejected, but it looked like he got ejected or Service was going to get ejected, but maybe they took it back. Base hit right in front of Julio. Fuck! Nice hit by Colas. Single to center by Colas. Next up, catcher, 1 for 3 with a run, Corey Lee. Come on, Stanek, find the zone. Don't give me that bullshit where you're pitching like into the dirt 2 feet in front of the catcher. Hit the zone, baby. Use that fucking mullet. Best mullet in the game. There we go. First pitch there, strike right down the middle. Big swing and a miss, 0-1 count. 1 for 3 with a double in the 6th and a run for Corey Lee. Let's go. 0-1 pitch. Pitch is inside, 1-1 count. Did he go? No, he didn't. We're going to have a good opportunity for a double play right here based off this particular hitter in the 9 hole. Not saying that, he's going to be the hero and whatnot, but I feel, based off his, hit, exit below and, what he has, we're going to have a good chance to be able to get a double play or a strikeout here. 1-1 pitch. Pitch is low into the zone, 2-1 count, but he's not going to chase it, just garbage. He's going to have to, put it over the plate. Let's go, baby. I think Seattle can win this game. You got to think, sports is about momentum and Uncle Mo, right? Right. The White Sox were up 4-0, right? And Fetty was just kicking our ass. And then they brought Kopech in, and we got 4 runs. So, again, is there a chance that the White Sox end up winning 5-4 this inning or in extras? Yes, but the momentum is in Seattle's favor. So, it's up to you if you want to cash out right now. But if I had to put money on it, I feel that we're going to have a decent chance to win this. I would probably say 70% Seattle, 30% Chicago, based on, us getting hot, as of late. But we could always, blow the game in extras. But so far, things are looking pretty good. 3-2 pitch. Let's go, baby. Nice K by Stanek. He's got that mullet, baby. 1 out. Next up, left fielder Corey Jolks. And with Stanek, you just need to go after the hitters. He tries to bait guys by throwing into the dirt, but then he starts losing control. Wide left, wild pitch, wide right, trying to jam him inside, or it goes like a foot into the dirt, and we don't want to have any wild pitches for runners to advance. We just want to get out of this fucking inning. 1 for 4 with a solo home run in the 8th for Corey Jolks. Runner at first with one away. And Stanek looks like he's the good Stanek today. You know, he's got that nice mullet flowing, and it seems like he's got his good location today. 1-0 pitch to Corey Jolks. Pitch is in the zone for a strike. There we go. 1-1 count. Come on, Stanek. Obviously, it would be better for us to have Andres Munoz, but they're going to save him for tomorrow for Brian Wu. One pitch. Nice slider there by Stanek. Count now is 1-2. Bark at the park, man. We have a pretty good record where we end up bringing the dogs with us to the games. It's like when you have bobblehead nights and you have like promotional nights, sometimes that gives you the extra juice that you need from the crowd. 1-2 pitch. Pitch is outside. Tried to bait him. 2-2 count from Stanek to Jolks. Four-seam fastball, a little outside. Jolks 1 for 4. Seattle's very good in the 8th and 9th inning. Like I said, they have the most hits and runs out of any team besides, I believe, the Phillies. We're like number 2 in Major League Baseball in the 8th and the 9th. Let's go, baby! Another K by Stanek. Fuck yeah. What you know about that? Mariner Moose is out. Nice job. Before the Stanek strikeout, after the Stanek strikeout. Let's fucking go. Joe Dirt approved. Top of the 9th, 2 outs. Lopez in the box. Nicky. Stanek on the mound. Pitches high and outside. 1-0 count. Nicky Lopez 0 for 4. Fly out in the 8th. Let's make it 0 for 5. No draws in baseball. You know, it'll keep going into extras. So there will be a winner. And that's why they give you the ghost runner once it goes into extra innings at second base. So that way you don't have to have a 15, 16, 17, 18 inning game like we used to have back in the day. Let's go, baby. Top of the 9th, 4-4, White Sox and Mariners. Nicky Lopez fouls that one off. Towards third base, 1-2 count. One more strike. And then the Mariners can win this in the bottom of the 9th. Let's go. Try dance up, baby. Let's go. Let's go, Francesca. We need this. 1-2 pitch to Stanek to Lopez. Fuck! Lopez into the gap. Colas to second. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Fucking A. They're not making it easy on us. Playing with my fucking emotions. Next up, the best player on the White Sox. 1 for 3. 2 RBIs and a base on ball. Center fielder, Luis Robert Jr. He's on the trade block. Some Mariner fans want him. Well, at least we're happy it's not Bobby Witt Jr. Because anytime it ends up being someone like that, we're fucked. So even though Luis Robert Jr. is a great player for the White Sox, probably their best player, not the same type of caliber of player of Bobby Witt Jr. in the last series when we played the Royals. We can get him out. But he has the ability to go for a home run as well, which he's already proven that he can do. Because he homered, obviously, to left to give him the 2-0 lead in the top of the 6th. So let's hopefully, for our case and our sanity here, that he won't go for a 2-run home run game. Because if he ends up hitting a 3-run blast, we're probably going to lose. Not very likely for us to score 3 runs in the 8th and 3 runs in the 9th, even though we had 4 runs in the 8th. Big swing and a miss. Nice pitch, Stanek. 0-1 count. Luis Robert Jr., fire photo. 196 average, 5 home runs, and 8 ribbies. So kind of like Julio Rodriguez, like a big name player, but underwhelming. Stats should be much better than they are. 0-1 pitch. Top towards first base, foul, behind in the count, 0-2. Come on, Mariners. Come on, Francesca. Let's go. 0-2 pitch. Popped up. That one goes foul. Four-seam fastball, 97 miles an hour in back-to-back pitches. Slider, four-seamer, four-seamer. Come on, baby. A lot of people ended up coming in here talking shit. Mariners suck. I'm going to lose my dollar parlay. You know, I fucking picked up dog shit for a week to make this bet. You guys suck. To be able to make a parlay, I'm going to lose. I can't pay my rent. 0-2 pitch. Let's go. Here we go. Time to win, baby. Reflect in the building. What's good? What a wild game, man. What's good, brother? Moose Magic. That's what happens. You come in here and you start talking shit, right? The opposite happens. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little cactus jack, bang, bang. $5 holla. Appreciate you. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Sports gods, you know, they pay attention. And a lot of the people that are going to come in here and talk shit, they don't even care about the Mariners or the White Sox. They're just mad about their dollar parlay not cashing in, and they want to come and complain to someone. I'm not the one to complain to, okay? I'm sorry the Mariners suck in the first 7 innings. I'm sorry the Mariners' bullpen is usually shitty, and the starting pitchers, 4 out of 5, haven't really been that good, you know, and we can't hit, and we're the number 1 strikeout team out of any team in 100 years. You know, I'm not in control of that, okay? But what I am in control of is rallying for this team in the 8th and the 9th inning, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Due up for the Mariners. 1 for 3 with a run and a K. Second baseman looking like Derek Jeter. Ryan Bliss. Batting second, shortstop J.P. Crawford. And batting third baseman Hollywood Josh Rojas. Walk-off home run that they just showed on the screen there on April 29th. Let's do it again, baby. Let's go, Ryan. Big swing and a miss. Finding the count 0-1. Let's go, Ryan. Let's go, M's. Pitch is high, 1-1 count. Now they got Leisure in the game. Hit his first MLB home run Friday against the Royals. And we were down 4-0. And it's not often that you come back down 4-0 against any team in baseball, let alone the shittiest team in Major League Baseball in the White Sox. But again, you know, even a blind squirrel gets a nut once in a while. The White Sox are 5 wins, 26 losses on the road, right? But again, that doesn't mean shit. You know, like I said, if you come into the game and you can't hit and the pitching is a little off, you can lose to the worst team in baseball. It happens all the time. You got starting pitching, that's the first half of the game, and then the bullpen. 1-2 pitch. Leisure to Bliss, good eye, 2-2 count. Let's go, baby. And if you're just tuning in, the Mariners were down 4-0, and we scored 4 runs in the 8th, and now we're in a position where we've tied up with not only runs, but hits. 4 runs each, 9 hits each. Bliss, hit the third, run, motherfucker! 1 away. Didn't have the speed. Still like you, Ryan. You're my guy. I like Ryan, and I like Tyler Locklear. You know, it's kind of unfortunate that Posada got hurt, right, and Ty France. But it's cool to be able to see new guys come in and see what they can do. Gives you a little bit of a spark and an energy over Ty France and Jorge Posada. You know, I feel that Locklear and Bliss are going to be good fan favorites moving forward. Next up for the Mariners, shortstop J.P. Crawford. Pistol fingers up. Let's go. Pitches outside. 1-0 count. Come on, JP. You know, you've been able to hit home runs on the first pitch of the game in back-to-back games. You've been able to hit grand salamis. You've been locked and loaded coming back from the right oblique. Let's go. You missed about a month and a half, but you've been pretty good as of late. 1-0 pitch. Pitch is low. Into the dirt. 2-0 count. Good eye. Yeah, I did hear that. Seawald and Eugenio Suarez are on the trade block, supposedly. But I don't think that we would want them back. Rojas is a top 10 and third baseman now. Suarez isn't. And Seawald, you know, I wouldn't mind, but I wouldn't want to give up a lot of our prospects. That's why I'm not really big on, you know, Luis Robert Jr., Vlad, or Bo Bichette. You know, Lazaro Montes homer today. You know, you start to actually look at the minor leagues, and if you're actually looking at our 8 top 100 players in the minors, almost every one of them is you know, doing big things. Like almost every day a guy is homering. So, and I get it. It's single A, high A, double A, triple A. It's not Major League Baseball in the bigs, but it's a good sign, you know, that the 8 guys out of the top 100 are playing well for Seattle. The deepest farm system we've ever had. Bottom of the ninth, 4-4, White Sox and Mariners. All the motherfuckers that had the $1 parlay are shitting themselves now. 3-1 pitch to JP. Walked him, baby. That's why you don't come into this channel and start talking shit. The opposite happens, baby. There we go. Good odds, JP. Next up for the Mariners, third baseman, 1-4-4 with a run. Hollywood, Josh Rojas. Let's go, Hollywood. Let's go, baby. Got 153 people watching. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. We should easily be able to get to 50 to 60 likes on this stream. Someone needs to take a look at the channel and see where we're at. Bottom of the ninth, 4-4 White Sox Mariners. Runner at first, 1 away. Leisure on the mound. Hollywood Rojas in the box. 1-0 pitch. Pitch is low, out of the zone. 2-0 count. We might not even have to swing. Let's go, Hollywood. Take your time. Use your eyes. Be patient in the box. Don't be Julio. Patience, my guy. Patience. 2-0 pitch from Leisure to Rojas. Pitches inside. 3-0 count. Let's go. Yeah, boy. Rally time, baby. Let's go. .30 pitch from Leisure to Rojas. In the zone for a strike, looking. 3-1 count. Come on, Josh. Go Mariners. Julio on deck. Chop that one foul. Count is full. 3-2. Here we go, baby. Additional photo for you, Hollywood. Let's go. 1 photo, 2 photos, and we'll do the trifecta. Come on, baby. 168 people watching. Let's go. Walked him, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Fucking A. Let's go. Good eye. All right. Now you have an opportunity for Julio to be Julio. You know, don't try to be a hero and hit a home run. Just try to get contact and get an RBI to win the game. We're going to see what kind of Julio we have right here. The greedy Julio that's trying to go for the hero ball, or a guy that just tries to get a base knock to win the game. Let's find out who we have here. Don't worry about trying to hit, you know, a 2-run homer, a 3-run homer, a grand salami. You know, just try to get contact. Trident's up. Let's go. He can get an RBI double, and we can end up winning this, right? 5-4. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. 184 people in the room. What are we at on the likes? 56. We got 144 people on the YouTube side, only 56 likes. Do your boy solid. Smash the like button. You're in the room for a reason. Bottom of the ninth, 4-4 White Sox and Mariners. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Pitch is low and into the dirt. 1-0 count. 188 people in the room. You'll easily be able to get to 70 or 80 likes on this. Hell, 100. Takes 1 second to like the stream. We were down 4-0 going into the 8th, tied it up 4-4, 1-0 pitch. Pitches inside, 2-0 count, or did he go? Fucking A, Julio. 1-1 count, said he went around. Let's go. 1-1 pitch from Leisure to Julio. Julio! Yes! Let's go! Let's go! Go, go, go! Bases loaded. Oh, baby. Not hard enough to get a RBI there, but we're in good position now. Nice job, Julio. Way not to try to be a hero right there. There we go. Yes, sir. Next up, big dumper, catcher Cal Raleigh. I mean, we might not even have to swing. You know, you might just be able to get a 4-pitch walk and bring it over. You know, we're 201 people in the room right now. Let's go. Bottom of the 9th, 4-4, White Sox Mariners. White Sox were ahead 4-0 as the worst team in baseball going into the 8th inning. Mariners scored 4 runs to tie it up. Now we're in the bottom of the 9th with bases loaded with 1 out. Cal Raleigh in the box. Another ball low, 2-0 count. I'm telling you, you don't even have to swing here. We can just take balls and we can get an automatic run to win the game 5-4. Let's go. How about that for your $1 parlay? Let's fucking go. Bottom of the 9th, bases loaded, 4-4, 2-0 count. Yeah! Let's go! Oh, baby! It's a grand salami! Let's go! Let's go! What a comeback! Get the rye bread and mustard. It's grand salami time. Final score, 8-4 Mariners. Let's go. Woo! Fuck yeah. That was one of the best games of the year, baby. Come back, kids. Grand salami time, baby. Woo! Let's go. Let's go. Wow. Unbelievable. I was cool with just an RBI right there. Get out the rye bread and mustard, motherfucker. 8-4 final. Let's go. Unbelievable. Jesus. Unbelievable. I'm telling you, that there's a reason why the Mariners are a top 2 team in scoring runs and getting hits in the 8th and the 9th inning with the Phillies. Shit like this. Strike out more than any team in baseball. Pitching sometimes isn't there. Bullpen is sometimes booty-O's, but we find a way. Nice job, Cal Raleigh. Final score, Mariners 8, White Sox 4. And when the Mariners win, what do? We dance. Mariners win! Mariners win! Mariners win! Let's go! Fuck yeah. Unbelievable. We will definitely remember this. Obviously, we had this particular memory on April 29th when Polanco got a hit and Garb ended up going yard. But this one was more, dramatic, especially when we were down 4-0 and came back to end up winning 8-4. Cal Raleigh, you're the man. Yes, sir. Unbelievable. Reflect with a 5-er. We peaked over 200 people. Pretty good for a game against the White Sox, considering they're the worst team in baseball. But when you're down 4-0 going into the 8th inning and no one wants to give us hope, and people are coming into the room talking shit, saying how bad we suck, well, if they ended up going to bed, they'll wake up tomorrow morning and looking at the scoreboard, wondering how the hell we came back and won 8-4. Facts. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, little Cactus Jack, bang, bang, baby. Don't come in here talking shit like that, or come in here and talk shit, because the opposite will typically happen. Let's go. Fuck yes. Third time, Cal Raleigh with the walk-off homer. Now, I can get some photos up before we go. Could have had a few more likes on the stream, but we need one more to get to 70. We got 96 people still in the room on the YouTube side and another 30 or 40 watching on the Twitter/X side. So if you're in the room right now, do your boy solid. Smash the like button. Doesn't do any harm. Let's go. Fucking A, awesome. I mean, especially, being down 4-0 to the worst team in baseball. The team only had 5 wins on the road, 5 wins, 26 losses. And, Logan Gilbert tried to do his best, but we didn't really have any production hitting-wise. And then to come up with 4 runs in the 8th, 4 runs in the 9th, there is a reason why. And I mentioned this in the stream when we were down 4-0. We are the number 1 or number 2 team in the 8th and 9th inning, I believe, with the Phillies or the Dodgers for getting hits and runs and RBIs in the 8th and the 9th. And I'm glad that we came through. This is going to be a win that we're going to remember for a long, long time. Let's go. Unbelievable. And again, you got to believe. You got to have everyone believe that you can get back. But we really got to be able to give the credit to one individual that got it started. Dominic Canzone. Dominic Canzone ended up hitting that solo shot in the 8th to get Fetty out of the fucking game. And then once he went out, things started to roll for us. So if Dominic Canzone doesn't do that, we probably don't come back and win. So we got to make sure that we're giving credit where credit's due. To start the rally, obviously with Dominic Canzone, and then to finish the rally with who? Cal Raleigh. Awesome. Unbelievable. Bark in the Park, baby. I think we're undefeated with Bark in the Park so far. Wow, unbelievable. Anything that you guys want to see Megan photo-wise before I go? I'll stay online and throw up some photos for y'all for the next 5 or 10 minutes, and then I got to take Paisley for a long 45-minute walk and eat dinner. Wow, man, I am fucking sweating here in the studio. What a fucking comeback. And it shows you, no matter how bad it looks in sports, right? It's not over, they say, till the fat lady sings, but it's not over until the 9 innings are finished or 10 innings or however long it goes. It can look, fucking terrible. You're down 4 runs. You can't hit. You can't strike anybody out. It looks horrible. You have no chance to come back. And sometimes all you got to do is believe. And sometimes things, end up happening that you think that have no chance of happening. Amazing. Cal Raleigh, what a fucking hero. And it would have been awesome just for him to get an RBI, but what an exclamation point to hit a grand salami, the walk-off on Bark at the Park night. Doggone it. Mariners' 3rd walk-off win on Bark at the Park night. There's something special about bringing these dogs to the park, let me tell you. All right, I got you. Awesome game. And we got Brian Wu tomorrow, and you know what that means. Oh, baby, we're winning tomorrow, baby. And I'll be live again, 6:30 Pacific, against Fox on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But we're winning tomorrow with Brian Wu, believe that. We're going to feed off this momentum and this Uncle Mo, and Brian Wu is going to go off tomorrow. Amazing game. I'm going to remember that one for the rest of my life. Maybe we should just have more haters come through on the stream on the daily. Especially if we're going to end up getting results like this at the end. I guarantee those people that were talking shit early cannot believe that we came back and won. But again, that's how it goes. Haters going to hate. Sports gods listen. And, they like us here more than they like them. Facts. They don't care about your fucking $1 parlay. They care about the NWSF and true Mariner fans. Let's go. Got you. What a game. Unbelievable. Memories. It's always cool to be able to share those memories with people, you know, and that's what is so amazing that I get to do this full time, you know, because again, I could just watch the game. We could all be watching in our houses or on streams, you know, in our individual, you know, places, you know, solo. But when you can end up watching things together and sharing memories at the same damn time, it ends up being very, very special. Fuck yeah. I think the neighbors woke up. Let's go. It's not going to be often you're going to get 4 runs in the 8th, 4 runs in the 9th when you're down 4-0 going into the 8th. But again, this Mariner team has got a little bit of magic. Unbelievable. Steve in the building. What's good? No problem. I appreciate you. What a fucking game, man. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. Your #1 source for Mariner live streams on YouTube, period. There's other people that are going to do them, but they're not going to do it the way that we do it here. Big facts. Unbelievable. He's that man. He's a bad man. Yeah, good thing Cal didn't get ejected. We thought that he did. You know, when it happened, I was like, oh, he's going to get ejected. You know, Scott Service is going to get ejected. This one will be one that Mariner fans will never forget. You know, like, even though it was against the White Sox, but, you know, again, sometimes it's, you know, you don't want to take an opponent for granted. And I feel that, you know, again, when you have a pitcher that people don't really know too much about, but he played well. You know, Fetty was good. And, you know, Fetty's record going into the game was solid. You know, he had a good outing and he got some good production. They got some home runs. But, again, never underestimate the Seattle Mariners. Big facts. All right, I got to go take Paisley Pup for a walk and eat some dinner. We'll be back live tomorrow with Brian Wu on the mound tomorrow. And when Brian Wu is on the mound, you already know what it is, right? 6 starts, 3 wins, no losses, ERA of 1. It's going to be exciting. So make sure you come through and hang out with your boy. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Final score, Seattle Mariners 8, Chicago White Sox 4. And I will be back live tomorrow, 6:30 Pacific, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. Let's go, M's. And I got one question for you. Who you know talks sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics. Megan, you're the MVP. Love you and appreciate you. Reflect, I see you. Judah, I see you. Army, I see you. Lauren, I see you. And I'm out. Gang.